Alrighty. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Bald and Board Games. I'm Bald.
I'm bombastic.
And I'm badass.
And we are jumping into Mythwind by Open Owl Studios. We are starting a little bit late. It took a second to learn. I had to reread all the rule books and everything again. And we kind of went through things slowly. We may get into the Friends expansion here. At the moment, we're going to start off kind of very basic for the most part without adding in that complication while we're learning. But we do have everything set up down here. So let me show you what we got going on. So this is our board setup. So over here, I am, make sure it's in view, I am the ranger here. Then Bombastic is the farmer. Do you want to push your board up a little bit there, do you? Get that way you're on screen. There you go. Wunderbar. And then over here, we have the innkeeper.
I'm in.
That's you, right there.
I'm in.
Perfect. And in the middle, of course, we have our town and all the goodies. So Mythwind is a casual game in the sense that it's not competitive at all. Everyone has their own characters, which is their own puzzle. And then we have the town. We're trying to slowly build up the town to help us just exist. So we are very much people living in this town dealing with our own problems.
I got one last one without you.
Okay. So, guess we'll just jump right into it. Is there any questions? No? Just do a cracking? So, we have on the back of our books. So, it's on the back of our books.
Intimidated.
Okay, so on the back of our books here.
No,
So,
no.
first we start off by determining the weather. So, I'm going to shuffle this little weather guy here.
The weather.
Weather.
Weather or weather.
Weather, the weather, whatever the weather.
All right.
Together forever will be.
So, we have the weather,
Tell me.
which is boop, right there. Look at the wrong one. So it's rainy. And we have this little symbol here. So if we had something being built, it would move our construction up. So we have a little rainy symbol. So where are we going to put this guy? We're gonna put
Is
this
it a
guy
sign?
right there?
It's the first day and it's rainy.
I guess so.
Yeah.
It must be. So slowly our weather is going to build up, down, and we'll have a pattern of our different weather tiles. Is this on board here? Kind of. So right here, you can see that we have patterns here. So if we end up getting 3 rains, then we'll end up with that effect. If we end up with that pattern, we have that one. This pattern is that there. So I'll keep track of that for us. We are going to take this step by step, just little by little here. So we had our determine weather, check the season effect, which is that, nothing yet. Resolve the weather effect, we can't do. And so now we do our town actions and such. So for myself as the ranger, I can choose to go to town, or I can choose to go on an expedition.
Bring it around town.
Bring it around town? All right, so I'm gonna
Establish dominance.
Yeah. Go
Be
to
like-
town on it.
I could just see
Go
you
to
like
town.
as like if we were to insert ourselves into like a digital version of this, you'd be like,
Yeah.
play my intro music. The ranger has entered town. With the little spinny things from Cowboys.
Yeah, the spur.
The spur.
Sperm.
No.
Spur.
That in your damn
S-P-U-R.
We do have a goal. So each season we have a goal. So our goal right now is each character must trigger at least one building action. That's
Ooh.
these here. So we each have to do this
You have
at
to build
least
a longhouse?
once. No, we have to just do the action. We have to
Okay.
trigger one building action. We each have to go here at least once during this season. A season is this entire stack of cards.
Is that
here.
how we know when the game's over?
That's how we know like when one season is done, which could be seen as a single game
Mhm.
potentially.
I'm just asking
Oh.
because of like when we play Galzier.
Gauzier has a definitive end based on the days you're trying to get to,
Mhm.
and people are getting points. So it's kind of like that. Yeah, it's a tracker for like if you want to have an end game to end your gameplay,
Mhm.
then it could be at the end of the season. But once the season ends, you essentially just reshuffle and move on to the next season as well, potentially.
Or like Over the Hill where you stopped at the end of certain years.
Yeah, or we could have, or when we definitely did because we
No,
don't
that
have that here.
Oh.
Genuine.
That's Steve's. Yeah, we ended up dying.
Did you do a close up of our little farmer?
I did not. Do you want to do a close for your little farmer? That's over your board. Oop, there's the farmer.
No, I want more detail.
No detail. They can't get closer. So.
But like, look at his grumpy little face.
Yeah, on the bigger screen they can see it.
He looks like Gimli from Lord of the Rings. If
Yeah.
you want a better descriptor, a visual
Then
descriptor.
over there we have the innkeeper, the sexless innkeeper.
got a big old jug of mead on both on the.
Big old
I
jug
didn't
of
think you were
mead.
gonna say mead. I was like, where is she going with the beginning of this sentence?
Big old jug.
Big old jug. I was like,
Like
she has big
She
boobs.
got big old jugs.
I've never met a
That-
chesty woman in my life.
Fill a need.
My-
I have the ranger here with his rifle.
Bang, bang.
I sidetrack us all the time.
Are you good? Oh, did you want to read your person's story?
Can I do it in a character?
What's the person's
I would
story?
prefer you actually do that.
It's this over here.
Oh, the opening
Right here.
page.
In the
That's
handwriting?
Yeah.
Oh my god, day 3.
So it's like a journal. So just like mine says day 5.
With yours.
Day 12.
Okay, so I read mine first because I'm the first one there.
Okay, sure, go for it.
Okay,
Let
that's
me
fine.
pull
Oh, I
it
was
back
there
out.
first!
I'm gonna pull it back out so
Alright.
they can see your face as you read.
Don't recite the old teachings to me, witch. I was there when they were written. Chronicles of Narnia.
Yeah.
Aslan.
Ah.
Tilda Swinton, Liam Neeson. Have you heard of them?
Classic. Alright. Day 3. I have found an area suitable for planting. The greenery is fertile. Thanks to a lot of sun exposure and natural drainage.
Ew.
What a poet.
Gross.
Some of the others are concerned, but they can't see past the hard work to come. Bunch of snowflakes. The local spirits have different worries. I don't think that they've seen soil cultivated in our way. On the other hand, they show an apparent affinity for the land, so it's in my best interest to learn from their... Oh, we have an open-ended.
Mm.
Lovely.
Oh. Mhm.
It will take all of us. Oh! Socialism. It will take all of us to make this sustainable. Oh! Climate change.
That's a cuss word.
And
See?
I have day 5. Supplies are running low.
Lower, darker, meaner. Wait, commercial.
It's fine.
Oh.
It's recording.
Sorry.
I shouldn't I shouldn't stay out here much longer. However, I promised the druggist I'd bring back some yasmin flowers. Apparently, they have healing properties. I better find some pelts, or I won't be able to afford supplies for future ranging. That would be a real shame. As unknown and forbidding as this place can be, it is at least as beautiful and alluring. Every day holds a new surprise.
Damn it.
Surprise.
Sexy.
Stupid.
Alright, so if we had 2 lows, I'll go high. I'll go when they go low, I go high. I wish.
Buy low, sell high. Sell low, buy high.
Alright.
Now remember, you're a gossiper.
I'm a gossiper. I'm
A
a
gossiper.
gossip. Day 12.
Hmm?
My friends back home told me this was a crazy idea.
Wait, it really says that?
Move to a new town that isn't on a trade route to open an inn. Who's going to come? Fortunately, people need a place to stay while they build their homes. They come here for food, magic, and drink. And once word gets out about how beautiful it is here, I do not doubt there will be more visitors.
Wow, that's a hopeful character. Mine's like, they don't see the beauty.
Yeah.
They don't see the potential in this land. And yours like, ugh, I have so many things to buy and sell and hunt and forage for.
Okay.
Protect us. Strong, mighty man.
Oh, I shall. I'm going on an expedition.
Oh my
That's where I'll be going today.
Wait,
My farmer wants to wave you off.
Gonna wave me off.
Wave you off.
All right. So you all can do your town actions first if you would like. So we'll start with you. So you're not doing that yet.
No.
So first episode, if you look at the back of your book,
Get ready for the next episode.
as you think. So we are into daytime.
Okay.
So actually, did you have a farmer weather effect?
I don't know.
You're
Rain?
fine.
Doesn't that mean summer?
Rain goes with summer. So no, you do not have it on. So you're good. So we're in spring. So if we pull sun, that's where you'll have a weather effect.
Day.
So we are in daytime. Did you? Sorry, actually, in dawn you have to prepare your guests, don't you?
Yes.
Sorry, part of this game is simultaneous stuff, and we're trying to work it out on camera for you. So
Okay.
in dawn, before we go on to daytime.
Have we already determined the weather? We already
Yep.
checked the season effect. We already resolved the weather effect, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I must do party preparations and welcome guests.
All one of them.
All. I must do both. I must prepare for the party and welcome my guests.
So what is the party preparation? That may not tell you, because I think this is just an
Oh.
explanation of your actions.
Okay.
It may tell you. It'll tell you in the book.
Oh, party.
It'll say dawn, and then it'll say party preparations.
Yay! Found it. Okay. During this step, my fame will spread throughout the valley, and the value of my party is increased. By doing that, if the day's weather card has an event icon, does our day's weather event?
Not an event icon, no.
Okay. Then I would hypothetically take a coin from the supply and place it next to the party.
Ah, so that's preparing the party.
Yes,
Got
and
it.
then I can only that what we already know. All right, now so let's just say we've already done that because there's nothing else to do.
Cool.
Welcoming guests during dawn. I welcome the guests to my inn. The number of guests that visit each day is determined by the renown level and the current weather. At level 1 renown, the innkeeper draws 6 guests.
All right.
So I have 1 level of renown, so I need 6 guests to welcome the guests. I need to draw a number of guest tokens. Oh, fun, and it's rainy, so it's actually +1 guest, because there's that other person who's like, let me get out of the rain, and I'm like,
Yep.
we'll do 7. Okay, so we're gonna do 7 guests.
Jesus.
Yep.
You bet right.
And then you do have space also like right below you on camera if you want to put your guests right below
Oh, I can?
your on the gray there, yeah.
Oh, they're in here.
Randomly from the bag. See who we have. No cheating.
Not a single cheater here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Grabbed the right number on the first go.
Nailed it.
If I'd done it any slower, you would have said I snailed it.
So then the the front side is like you see where the table
Yes.
is. So that's the front side, I guess. You flip it over.
Yes.
That's the back side, of course. There's nothing.
So
when you put it in there, you'll put it standing up, the front side facing towards you.
Oh my god,
Yes.
I guess who?
And so the symbols that you have on there, so you're not gonna put them in quite yet.
Okay.
That's gonna be one of your things you do at the end of the day is putting them out there, unless you do the pamper action where you put one in preemptively and they don't have to be at the location. But each guest has to be seated at some sort of furniture.
yes,
So
I
you
see.
see where it's a lot of like windows. So and you can only
Yes.
ever put one guest at one accommodation.
Oh my gosh.
The ones that show the purple stage,
Mm-hmm.
that just means that there has to be, so those purple symbols just means it has to be somewhere in the inn in general. They don't have to be next to it.
Okay.
So like that one that has the table and the stage, they have to be seated at a table, but then you also want to have the stage.
Because they're partying, they're social butterflies, you can't pin them down, they gotta walk around the whole space.
Yep. So now you know when your character, when your actions come up and what things you want to choose,
Yes.
you're trying to choose whatever's going to help you accommodate the most guests.
Dude, look at how cute my guests are. They're little sprightlies
Yeah.
and magical people.
Little-
I picked the right one.
Magical fairy people.
I'm running an inn for fairies.
So does anyone have any
Well done.
other
Thank you.
dawn steps?
No.
Nope, I'm done.
All right, so
Ready
now
for
we'll go
daytime.
into the daytime. So again, all this technically happens simultaneously. So like I would do my expedition at the same time you're doing your town actions, but instead we're going to do them one at a time. So first up, we're going to be doing your town actions. So if you want to choose a town action, so you're going to take your farmer and you're going to put him on one of the 5 spaces currently. So Here to improve or discover land. Here to buy a worker, hire a worker. Here to do the longhouse ability. And again, our goal by the end of the season is for each of us to have done a building action.
Mm-hmm.
Here for the adventure, and there for construction.
Okay. So my question about the town action is I don't have skills yet, so is that okay? Is there anything I can't do?
You don't need these. These are just going to help you do more as you get going. So you can do everything. So skill here. So this is gain 1 coin or gain a skill. So if you go there, you can gain the coin. To gain the skill, you would have to pay the cost, obviously, as well. So yeah, you can't gain a skill right now. But
if I want to get more coin, I can do that.
This you pay coin. So essentially you're hiring the workers to work for you.
So let's go to Longhouse.
Okay, so put your person on the longhouse. And the longhouse is the only location that multiple characters can do. So that is your town action. So, boop, 1 coin.
How does the town know I did that anything?
What do you mean?
How does the town know I went to the Longhouse?
We are at the town.
Okay. My rephrasing.
I don't know what your question is, sorry.
Does my being at the town change anything about the Longhouse, or
No.
am I just there right now?
You're just there right now, so you got your coin. This has both the sprite and the villager symbol, so when it comes to doing your character action, you'll be able to choose which you want to do.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
I, in performing the town action, need to...
So that'll have specifics on your character actions.
I understand character. Yeah, okay. So
Not the town ones, yeah.
But I want a town one. I want to go in order. So.
Did you want to see what?
Well, before I can, I just like that it's numbered. So.
Yeah.
So perform town action, but that's not in the book.
So that's going to be one of these here.
Oh, okay.
So on here, so the adventure means you would pull an adventure card.
Right.
This would be construct a building, so you would construct one of these buildings by paying the cost on the backside, which we don't have enough yet to construct a building, so it doesn't quite help us not reorganize those, so we can actually see the cost face up. You can hire workers.
Yeah.
You can also do the longhouse. Again, the longhouse is the only spot that all of us can go at the same time.
Right.
Or you can do the improve. So if you go here, if you want to raise resources, you have to pay that to raise resources per resource.
Okay.
Or you can pay 5 coin to uncover a location, which gives you an effect for doing so.
Yeah. All right, cool. Let's improve the town, because not only am I improving my inn, I'm improving the town. So Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi.
So then, how would you like to improve the town?
I would like to increase our resources, right? No.
Yeah, I mean,
I want to pay that, right?
Can you afford? If you want to, yeah.
I want to pay.
Which would you, and so it'd be, which one would you want to do?
The blue one, because it's my favorite color.
Okay.
Here you go. Money.
Boom. And we'll put one of these little markers on the goal because one of us has done it so far.
Yay!
That's you. Good job.
I did it?
You did it so far.
Sons of bitches.
Okay. So what I'm going to do now, before we continue down the daytime, we're going to perform character actions, is I'm going to go through my expedition phase because I do my...
You're not going to town.
I'm not. I'm going to go on an expedition.
I know, because you're not going to town.
Oh, I thought you said I thought you're not going to town. So I'm going to choose. So I'm going to come right down here. That should be able to see. Yeah. So we'll start with the light expedition. So I'm going to end up doing 2 number 1s and 1 number 2 card for my expedition. And then they get laid out in order like this. See, good, perfect. And now I have to prepare my inventory. So my inventory on my board over here is 4 right now. That means I can take 4 of these cards with me. And I guess I will take all 4 of them with me. And I have to put these in order. So on the actual expedition cards, it gives you a hint as to what's going to be most useful So I think the number 1 has 3 locations. I'm gonna put you at. We'll do this. 2, 3, and that. So organizing those in order which will correspond to the encounter phases on there. So that's setting up the expedition. So now I'm going to reveal the expedition card. So there's a weather effect that would potentially take place if it was cloudy. Then it looks like I would gain a card, but it's not cloudy, so I don't.
Expedition Everest.
So we are here, and so I go through these once every day phase. It's like I'm on this expedition for multiple turns.
Ah.
So I don't go through all of this right now. I'm just doing this one card.
Okay.
So right here we have the encounters 1, 2, and 3. So what this is showing me is like, do I have any kind of preparation, which is the brown dot, and then here I have to actually spend something to succeed there. So I'm trying to succeed here to get resources essentially.
Gotcha.
So for this first one, am I prepared? To be prepared, I would have to have the bullseye in the number 1 spot, which I do. And so being prepared, I'm going to gain that resource.
How'd you get so lucky?
And right. Then I don't know what that symbol is down there. Preparation example, counter, ranger is good because ranger compass. Counter, ranger prepared, result in counter person. Ranger gains place at the back end of the inventory. Okay, so that would go to the back here. And then pay the ranger, pay the encounter. Okay, so then I can also pay the encounter by getting rid of the thing. So if I decide to pay this by removing it, I would gain whatever is down there as well. I don't have to though. What does that mean? Craft a tool. Ooh. What does craft a tool mean?
Bombastic, have you ever been on an expedition before?
To Everest.
In the game?
Really, an expedition anywhere in life.
I was in the Peace Corps for 2 years. Does that count?
That definitely counts.
It does.
Yes.
That definitely counts. Here we go. Craft a tool. The ranger may discard any 2 tools from their inventory to gain a different tool of their choice. The ranger can place the new tool in any position of their inventory. So I'm not going to do that. Which is fine. So then I go on to the second encounter, where I would have to have this in position 2 to be prepared. If so, I would get a trap. I don't, but now I can pay this to get wood, which I think I will. So you just flip this over.
Flip the axe.
To get the wood. And I really want to do that. I don't have to rearrange anything. Counter cost, expiration. The ranger gains good from the other phase.
Does that mean Christmas changes too? That note goes on forever.
Little Taylor Momsen.
Okay.
Where is she?
So I paid that, so now we're on to the third encounter here. So I'm not prepared either. So like this is not in the third position.
They caught you with your pants down. You're not
Like,
prepared.
my pants down. It's actually not even. It's not even a prepared thing, so that's fine. It just asks me if I want to pay that. If I pay, I get another one of these. If I fail, I get the red crosses. Does that smell good, dear?
Have you ever opened a
Which
fresh
is
textbook?
damage.
That's what it smells like.
So I'd have to remove
Straight
an item of
history
choice from
textbook.
inventory, placing it in its deck. Okay. So I'll pay it so I don't get
You're back in high
damaged,
school. No, thank
which gives me another one of
History
those.
class when I say
And
this.
I have gotten through that expedition with
you.
everything.
Someone's.
So explored, so then any expedition. For that real quick, and then we'll continue on to your character actions.
I was gonna say, can I plant my plants?
Yeah.
She would love to plant.
I know how to
end
do
of
it.
phase, the curse, so resting. When ranger rest, place their miniature of the next thing for next time. Okay, cool. So that is all I'm doing. So then I'm essentially here until the start of the next day. because I'm in this exploration until I decide to get out. So now we're going on to perform character actions for you both, right?
Yes, please. Because I was just reading that and I went, I am not so short-minded that I forgot I already didn't do something.
Okay, so performing character actions.
Yes.
So we'll go over here to the farmer. So the farmer has these character actions here. You could have chosen blue or orange because you went to the longhouse. Typically, you have to go based on where your alignment is. So you have to do blue.
Cool.
So for you though, you chose to do what?
Plant.
The plant. So this was here. She moved it down for free and decided to put it right there.
Fun.
Okay. There is no skill adjacent, so she's not going to be resolving a skill in addition to that. And there's no workers to do any worker actions. So I believe that is it. Does it say at the end of your farmer you refill your queue, or
At the end.
at the end it doesn't? Okay, cool.
I already checked that.
And for farming, you only put one out at a time?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I don't think I can do more than one.
I don't know, so I was asking.
It didn't tell me. To plant, first the farmer takes one crop token from the crop market. Pay if you need to. And then place it. And that's it. So yeah, I think we can only do one at a time.
Okay. So that is your entire daytime then, yeah?
I know, I spent all day doing that.
All day. All right, so then over to the innkeeper.
Alright, so I have 7 guests, and that's a lot of people to deal with, but I need to get to know them first before I can really take care of them. So we're going to mingle. No, we're not. We're going to do something blue.
Yep.
I'm on the wrong side. Because really, we can't help others until we fill our own cups up, so we're going to improve.
There you go.
Put on your mask before helping others.
Yes, yeah. In which I may perform each of the following. I don't think I have any coins to spend because I already spent them, correct?
Oh, no,
For
no
the
coin.
yeah, that's fine. I'm going to I can just move for fun. All right. Yeah, now that we're here, I'm like, I don't know that I like that the table is right next to the sun. It's getting kind of warm. We're just gonna move it over a little bit. I also can remove an accommodation from the inn and gain coins equal to half of what is shown on the accommodation token rounded down. Sounds like that. And then to repair damaged accommodations, which I do not believe I have any right now, I could possibly do that. So I do believe that's the end of my character action.
I have a question.
Yes.
What's the point of the money? Is it just to buy these things or buy these things?
Yeah, so you have to pay money to remove your dead areas. But you would also pay money to get resources for the town. You would also pay money to hire workers, which would help you do multiple things during the daytime instead of just one action.
Got it.
Yep.
So did you do your ranger bitch?
Yeah, it's right here for us to see.
Did you do your ranger bitch?
He doesn't have anything because he didn't go to town. So he's out here. So literally all I do is my expedition each time. So both your daytimes are done.
Yep, because I don't have any workers at the end. It's just me. It's a one-woman show.
Okay.
Same.
So then we're going into dusk.
Return character. Bing. Get back home, bitch.
It's dusk.
It is dusk.
Get back to the inn, girlfriend. Good job.
Return your characters.
Good job working in the town, though.
So then you would return workers if we had any. We don't have any, so they are a chillin'.
And then I replenish my crop. And then we do it again. So much faster.
I must host my guests, though. And I have a feeling that is going to
And that is where, so you replenishing your crop is very easy to just... So actually everything slides down, and then you put the new one here.
Even betterer.
There you go.
There we go.
And we'll go back over to the innkeeper as the innkeeper.
It almost spells my name.
Almost.
So, when dusk arrives, the inn opens its doors, and the innkeeper invites in all the guests for a relaxing evening filled with food, drink, and entertainment. No pressure. Hopefully, the innkeeper's efforts throughout the day have prepared them for a busy night. During the step, the innkeeper seats all of the guests whose requirements can be fulfilled, gaining or losing both coins and renown, depending on the success of the evening. So really, it's a group effort to make sure we're all going to have fun.
Yep.
Then, after the entire process is complete, the innkeeper places all the guests back into the drawbag. So you get to stay once, and then
Yeah, then you're gone.
All right, cool. So to seat in order, I must complete this. So first I must seat them, and I can only seat them if doing so satisfies the requests being fulfilled. Okay, that satisfies that, I believe. So that is a sprite next to a table.
Almost. You don't have a stage.
Ah, I see. Okay. That's okay. I can work with that. So we have a sprite that can go by a door.
Yeah.
And he wants to chill by the door.
Very nice.
And then I have not another stage. I don't have a stage. So, all right, so that's me.
Okay, so you get 1 for that guy.
Yay!
Typically, it says you get 1 coin for each that you were able to seat.
Mm-hmm.
And then what happens with the rest?
Yes, seated on an accommodation type enhancement. Okay. So I think now we have complaints, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. They're able to meet 4 guest requirements. Okay.
Does this have to be here?
To resolve complaints, the
Necessarily
innkeeper
not.
ensures that all of the
Compromise.
unsatisfied unseated guests, because I had no room in the inn, were drawn from the bag, have their backsides backsides face up.
Uh-oh.
She could get lower than I really thought she could. Face down, backside up. There you go. Okay, so we're flipping.
Here, flip it.
The complaint icon will indicate the innkeeper should lose a number of coins, lose the type of accommodation shown, or draw an additional guest. Ignore complaints that cannot be resolved. So if I can't help you, I just can't help you. This is a hand, and that looks like that. And they both have pluses. So is that actually a good thing?
Can I see?
Yes, I have. Everyone else is just a picture. These are the only 2 that actually have things.
I believe that means draw 2 more. Like each one means draw an additional person from the bag.
Oh no!
And yeah.
All right.
But I think it says there too for drawing. I think you can try to seat them right away once you draw them, and if not, then you have to deal with their complaint also.
Okay.
See, that's why I didn't want to do customer service.
Because they complain.
So fair.
Yeah. Give a roof over your head. That's enough.
Yes. Okay, flip. Booyah. Flip. Booyah. All right, so triple stars, which is this, and it says negative, and I don't think you can go any lower.
Nope.
Right?
Exactly. Cannot go any lower than 1.
Okay. That is me.
Because you couldn't seat either of them.
Yes. Well. Oh wait, I had to look at the front side first.
Yeah.
No. Yes.
There you go.
There we go. Boop, you can go by the window. All right, now flip over, and it didn't do things. Okay, there we go.
Does it specify when it says to place the new people drawn if you get a coin for them, or? Sorry.
No, you're
Remember for thing. Determine guest satisfaction. Resolve complaints. Icons, accommodation, or draw an additional guest. Ignore complaints that cannot be resolved. The innkeeper has the opportunity to seat guests drawn, gaining the benefits of doing so. If they're unable to see the newly drawn guests, their complaints too. So yeah, so you would get the benefit of seating them. So you get the coin for that person as well.
Yay! I need another coin.
Hey, Bob.
Hey, girl. We did something. We did a thing.
Marvelous. All right. And then it says, so for your cleanup, so in the back of your books, it gives you like the upkeep for each character. Well, that's saved in the game. Explanation, skill, character upkeep. So, oh, that's end of season. Sorry, don't do that.
Were you rushing or were you dragging?
Was that rushing or drag? No, so I'm trying to figure. So for her, at the end of her turn,
Love that movie.
I think she just returns all of her guests to the bag at the end of her turn.
You basically turned everyone else away.
And then it'll end up starting anew. She'll draw 6 new, and then she'll be able to try and build something out. Blah blah da 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 super.
So now back at the next day.
So now we go back to the beginning.
And German weather.
So determine weather. So we have a new weather card.
What's the weather gonna be like today?
We are sunny today.
So what track are we on?
Huh?
So it looks like we're on the 3rd track. Rain.
It's
sun.
either. Yeah, so far this is the one. So if we get cloudy, then we'll get it above. Yeah.
Do I return these guests too?
Yeah. Everyone gets returned to the bag.
That's what I thought.
Because I think it would say that you would update the guest in your bag based on where your renown's at, I believe. So, but you're at 1 still. So.
I got a sun.
I have a son and I have -1 guest.
Because it's a sun that matches my spring, I get an additional action.
Yep.
Fun.
That means that you get to do the plant action, so you can planty plant.
Alrighty. I did do that.
You can do that?
I did do that.
So now because you have one of those, is that a different one? That's a different one. So you can place that anywhere because it's not the same type as your strawberries.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fun.
Extra acid. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
For your weather, do you
Greetings, we're your weather girls.
get to refill your market right away because of that? I wonder.
Probably not.
Probably not, but it's worth checking to see.
It's raining.
No.
Thanks. I
Okay.
was right.
You were? Oh.
What does the weather affect your expedition,
So
Mr.
there's no season
Tolkien?
effect. You had your weather effect thing. So now will be, I have to choose, I'm going to town or expedition. I'm obviously on the expedition, so I'm going to chill here. So I'll just continue on through mine, and then you guys can go right from town into your stuff.
What are you going to do, bitch?
I am going to have 1 less guest because of this. Because it's so sunny and so nice.
People want to be outside. You gotta get your people out.
Except us on this very sunny day playing a board game inside.
Hot day.
It's a hot day. Is it hot for anyone else in here, though? I'm quite comfortable.
I mean, I'm warmer, but I'm surviving. So these are her preparing her guests for her day.
Fun.
You should
We're
take
gonna.
your socks off. That'll help, too.
That's true. Well,
Hmm.
trapping heat otherwise.
I have no hair, so I feel like it equals out.
Hmm.
So you got 5 people to deal with today.
I have the joy of getting to work with them.
You actually have a couple you can do, dear.
I
That's
know.
pretty great.
I'm excited.
Nice. All right, so I'm gonna go down here. Let's do my expeditions. We're gonna flip this over. So we don't do the prep phase. I have whatever I've gotten so far. Oh.
All
Hey.
night.
All right, so it is sunny. So I get an axe.
Oh wait, does our weather card have an event icon?
No, it has the same build thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, weather. Da. So I mean, it's not gonna gain that. When I gain, do I get to put it anywhere? Haha. Ho ho. So I can put it anywhere, and I rearrange. Excellent. Add item. The ranger adds the indicated item at the right mouse spot of the inventory. So.
No, it's true.
But I get an axe.
Congrats. Really good.
So I have the axe. Right. Face up. Current weather is cloudy. Ranger.
Face up.
So.
A-Town.
Oh,
Bum,
that's
bum,
swapping
bum, bum.
positions.
Shh.
Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum.
All right.
Yeah.
So I need an axe down here, which is great. So here I can cash in and get a map. If I don't cash in, since I don't get to scout. The ranger reveals a nice card, and I don't get to reveal a nice card. Oh, so like this would just stop me.
Stop.
So I'm gonna do that. Just gonna flip that over.
Before
Not
you
prepared.
break my heart.
Here I can get meat
That looks
or
like a
take
bear attack.
damage. I think I want to hold. Do I want to hold on to that?
Get the meat, babe.
I don't know. I don't have any tools left for this here.
All right.
Thank you.
I'm gonna remove a card. Says any card. Ranger cannot remove, and so the Ranger removes an item card from their choice of their inventory, placing it in the deck. Ranger cannot remove an item card, and the inventory has no cards. It's awesome. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna get rid of this. I have 2 of. Oops. And that is my expedition. Okay. Farmer, we're going to town. Where'd you like to go?
I think I need help.
Yeah?
I think I need people.
You're gonna go hire some peeps?
I think so, shouldn't I?
Yeah. They stay with you until all the pips go away. Gives you access to extra
we can't
actions.
do that yet, anyway.
You'd have to do this first to build
Mm-hmm.
one of these. Let's see, all the ones that we're
And
able
then
to
I
build.
can't do that yet either because we don't have really any open spots.
Oh.
So it's either longhouse or hire help.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I got 11 coins.
So we have the longhouse right now. So there's a couple things like we could turn the longhouse into.
Could I go to the longhouse and get a skill?
You have to have
Or-
set to pay for it. So you have to have those on your board, like what's on the skill to pay for it.
Got it. All right, so then I think I just need to hire some help.
I found a typo in my book. Oh no.
So there's trading post and the general store we can ultimately turn the longhouse into once we get enough resources to do so. Just like pushing those up.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are you doing?
I guess hiring help.
Okay. So
Can
put
I
your
get-
person there. Because no one else can go there. And then you're gonna spend how much? 5?
2.
You're gonna spend 2?
Yeah, I need change.
So you're just gonna be taking one of them then?
Yeah.
Okay. Which one? So the way that these are gonna work. So when you use these guys on your board, you lower the pip value down. Right? So I mean like when you go to take it from your well to put it in here,
Mhm.
you will lower it when you put it in.
Mhm.
When it's blank, it's gonna get re-rolled and go back to the town.
Mm-hmm.
So this one you essentially have 3 uses. This one you'll have 1 use of.
Why?
Because there's 3 pips, so
There's 2 pips.
no, he was on 1.
There's 3 pips.
No, but he's on 1.
How do you know yours on 1?
Because it's facing up just like any other time you roll a die.
But I didn't roll it.
It was rolled at the beginning of the game.
Oh.
Well, I did not know that at the time.
It's on
That's
before.
what I
I
found
didn't
out.
roll with it. So you can choose which one you'd like. That's also going to dictate your alignment for which actions you can do for your character when that comes up. So if you take the orange one, his character action you'll only be able to do are these down here.
I don't like that.
If you take the blue one, character-wise, he'll be able to do the blue actions, and then you'll have that blue worker die. You're not going to put it in there quite yet, so when you buy it, it goes here.
Okay.
Well, their name. But now you have that worker die until it goes blank.
Well,
All right.
what's your town action?
My town action? A town action, you say?
I say so.
Okay. I want to.
You want to?
Is there anywhere I can like travel and do something fun? Probably not. I think
No.
I mean, there's the adventure action, which pulls an adventure card.
Never
For
mind.
the
We can't build anything because nothing's been built yet, right?
We don't have enough resources.
we don't have
to
enough
build it.
resources
Okay.
to build a building quite yet.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
So go longhouse, get $1.
All right. I'll go longhouse.
All right. Get yourself a doll hair,
Thank you, Don Hair.
and then we get another onto the goal card. Which is good. So when the season ends, I'll need to go there to do that as well. Okay, so now we're on to your character actions, I believe.
Okay.
So, starting with bombastic,
Bombastic.
what would you? So first your character actions. So you're not using the die yet. That's a worker, which comes at the end there. So for your character action, which would you like to do? And again, because you align with blue, you can only choose of these top 3 here with your character. Sorry, what you're paying for it.
Can I put that there?
Mhm.
Or because it's touching the strawberries, I can't?
Nope, it's fine to touch strawberries. The only thing is it has to touch the other same kind. Yeah, you can push in there. It's a little. It works. They weren't cut pristine.
I did a great job popping. Thank you very much.
A great job popping. Okay. So now you can choose to use your worker if you'd like. So what you would do if you want to use that is you're going to tick that down from 3 to 2.
I haven't done anything yet.
That's where you're using it now. So you tick it down as you use it. Yep. Go. And so you want to tend.
Mhm.
Okay. So what are you tending?
Can I tend the things I have?
Tend 1.
Ah, shit.
You
Another Teresa.
got some strawberries.
Strawberry.
Okay.
Can
And so now we're
I tend again?
no. One time 10.
Okay.
Now we're going over to Badass. Badass, what would you like your character action to be?
Badass needs to do a character action aligned with the weather, and the weather tells me that.
Why with the weather?
Well, I have to do it based on the color, right?
Yeah, so not this. It's based on the action you took.
Oh,
So
okay.
Longhouse has a split
Mm-hmm.
of blue or orange, so you can choose either.
I want to get more furniture in my house, so in my inn. So can I do that by improving, I think?
Yeah, how much is your furniture? So on the back side of your furniture, it tells you how much it costs to build.
Oh, interesting. I should have known this ahead of time. I did not. That's okay. Ha! These are exorbitant prices.
Yeah, there's different tiers. So the lesser ones
Mm-hmm.
are going to be the ones that don't have any additional icons with the furniture.
Yeah.
Those are ones that be cheaper.
Check both of those.
Do you mind? Borrow money.
Because if you look at the I think it's your red option there,
Mm-hmm.
it tells you, I assume it's just the cost of the furniture too.
Add to the inn. Oh, that was when I got distracted because I was like, that's a typo, and then I didn't finish the sentence. Move an already purchased accommodation to a new location, sell unwanted
Yeah.
application.
Spend coins in the shown on the accommodation token.
Hmm.
You're
So I
going to
don't
place
think
that token in the inn.
I don't think I have enough money to do anything right now.
So this is where you could pamper a guest if you're not doing anything else.
Oh, I still have
And
to
you
do
get to,
something.
so then that'll be one less guest. That'll be
Just.
mad.
Got it. Okay. So perform the pamper action. I must choose one guest from those that were drawn, then take the guest and seat them back facing in any slot to the inn that contains a furniture token. So you can just go wherever you want.
Mm-hmm. And then also, again, you were the first turn you were going to do the mingle action
Mhm.
if you wanted to. So
Mhm.
here also you can choose to do that
No,
now that you're not the orange.
I'll
so.
do
Okay.
Okay.
So you space them backwards.
But it can be anything, or it doesn't have to be a specific like.
No, it doesn't have to match there. So you can, if you don't have,
Mm-hmm.
so if you have guests that match furniture, obviously I wouldn't put them with your matching furniture.
Yeah.
I'd put them with one
But I
that
can
doesn't
just.
show.
Well, I have the farmer, and the farmer needs somewhere to go, so I'm gonna pamper the farmer.
Oh, there you go. Nice.
Let me flip her around. I'm gonna put you by the window.
Wait.
And
How
then
about you're in? Son of a whore.
so
Doppelganger.
then I believe when you pamper, it says you still get your 1 gold,
Okay.
right?
The innkeeper can ignore all the guest requests, gain 1 coin for seating the guest, then reduce renown by 1 if able.
Not able to
I don't
reduce
think I
renown.
can, but I do gain a coin for seating him.
Is that you want?
There we go. Cool. Now I think that gets me taken care of. Because then the rest is, let's improve. That was a character action, so I have to we're in, we're in daytime. So operate and resolve skill, can't do that. Perform worker actions, I don't have that. Okay, I think I'm good.
Okay,
Does that sound right?
I think so. Yeah.
Wait, how come having a worker action is not an additional action?
It was. This is for here. That's your worker action.
Oh.
These dice are workers.
So I planted an extra plant as a farmer, and then my worker
Did the 10.
did the tend.
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
You got it.
Motherfucker.
Okay, so now we're going into dusk.
Dusk. End of day.
Correcto mundo. Right, so farmer, what do you do for dusk?
I come home.
Innkeeper come home.
My worker goes into its little till.
Yep.
For the next peg.
Yep.
Right? Or do I put him back?
Nope, it goes there.
Okay. And then when it's empty, then it goes back to get
Yeah,
re-rolled.
when it's empty, it'll be re-rolled, and then it'll get put there.
See, I'm catching on, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
And then I think you also have some other stuff as well.
me or bombastic?
Bombastic.
Okay.
I'm
This is
officially on
replenished from
autopilot. I know what I'm
market.
doing now.
Yay! I love it. Jealous.
I chose the simple character for this reason.
Yes.
And all right, all you badass.
All right, so I have one that has no additional item. Well, I guess I have two. Which one do you think is prettier? Which one do you like more for the door?
Aren't they the same?
Yeah, but
So
they
that
might have
one's
different
pretty.
things on the back.
Oh, that one then.
This one? Okay.
Mhm.
You get seated. Okay. And then it doesn't matter what's on the back of that one. 'cause
Right.
They
Just
got seated.
normal. Yes, then you're good enough. Going for that one.
Seated. Okay. Cool. And then that is a I am out. All right, perfect. That's only 3. So let's take some complaints.
Mhm.
No complaint.
Nice.
No complaint.
Oh, whoa! All right.
I feel like playing another game. -1 coin.
The one you just got.
They wanted their money back. You had a Karen.
Could have been worse.
All right, yeah, that could have been worse. Yay, good job, team.
So slowly getting some moolah. Okay. It's good.
Last day, and then my lover comes home.
Looks like it. Yeah. So here we go. We have to determine the weather. This one has an event on it. It is sunny again.
Yay, I get to do an extra plant action.
Yep. So there's no season effect for that. So if you want to do your plant action, go for it.
I fuckity fuck do. Potatoes.
Okay. And then you get something because there is an event,
Yay.
right?
I think so. Yeah, determine a weather, check season effect, and resolve weather effect. And I'm lost.
Is it
Oh, I have one
Well,
less
that's for-
person I have to pull.
so that? Oh, what
Yeah.
were you asking if there was an event on the card earlier?
Oh, I don't remember.
Right? Was it one of these? Party preparations. Yeah, that's why. If the day's current weather has an event icon, place 1 coin from the supply next to your party action.
Okay, down
That's
here.
what it is.
Thank
There you go. Now, also, we get to take the first event card
Yay!
from here. So we'll.
The first and only.
Though there's more in there, so I had that next to us. So this tells what to do. So event. More locals. A sudden crashing sound booms across the town. At the source of the commotion is a pile of wood set aside for construction that has collapsed. Trapped underneath it is a panicked-looking creator sprite.
Oh no.
It cries out, "Help! I was only trying to tidy up the pile!"
Oh my god, it's like fucking Galaxy all over again.
Oh no,
We're gonna
I-
find a dead family in the
Oh.
rubble.
Oh no, I was thinking the beginning of Les Mis.
The terrified sprite is carefully freed and gives thanks before embarrassedly scurrying back into the forest.
No, don't be embarrassed, little boy.
It
You were
says
trying
to-
to help us.
Read event 2 immediately. Of course, these are all here. Why wouldn't they be?
So the sprite was trying to build something and made it worse?
Just was trying to tidy up our log pile, and then we obviously
thought-
left it very untidy.
Apparently, we asked for it.
Event 2. The creator. This is why this is over. Just keeps talking about things. The creator sprite was freed from under the woodpile, returns to town. He introduces himself as Ponk and takes your group into the forest where there is a gathering of many unfamiliar sprites. You overhear them talking about your town, occasionally in a surly tone. Once they notice your presence, however, they scatter and hide in the greenery.
Scatter.
Ponk looks embarrassed and scurries away as well. How odd. Perhaps they got shy. It says shuffle in events 3 and 146. Okay, so we're just doing 3 and 146 together. What's that? 3 Okay, look for 146. Little jerk.
No, jump. You might jump.
We found some spritz. That's 128.
Can you tell my like anxiety attack I'm having right now
Why are you having an anxiety attack?
from play stuff? Every time I'm not actively doing something, my brain's like, "Did you know?"
Oh no. Here, have you possibly thought about all the things that possibly go wrong with
Yeah.
you today?
Did you remember that everything could go horribly wrong?
Yep, that's literally what's happening
I
right
got you.
now. Gotta keep the
It's a
boys
shuffle
in
in, but there's like
way.
only these
3.
two, which is hilarious.
Just
Oh, just
It's
two.
cute that you're still attempting to shuffle 2 fucking cards.
I shuffled them. I don't know what's on top. I mean, if I see it, I do, but.
if I were to see it.
There are 2 things I genuinely adore about Nick.
Mhm.
About Bald.
Thank you.
Who's Nick?
Nick. And it is because they are so specific to this one creature
Mhm.
that if anyone else did it, it'd piss me off. But because it's one of his quirks, cracks me up. One is the way he shuffles his cards. And the second is the way he places a deck of cards. I can't. Place this deck, dear. Show people how you place a deck. No, stop it! That's not how you do it! Look at the finger placement.
Oh no! So the knuckle is like forcing it down.
Yes.
That's holding
Into
it straight.
Yeah.
So that way it's all my
That's
the
an
thing.
admirable quality.
that and the
I don't even remember when I started doing it. I just do it.
of his 2 freaking cards. Ugh, I can't.
All right, so that was the first series of events that we got in the game here. So little sprites are being introduced into our world. We don't have any construction, which is also on this card to move up at all. So ready. So
How
we
come
are
we don't have any buildings at least on the
Because-
bottom?
because we need to. So they get put at random spots. So ones that are
Mm.
quicker to make get put up higher.
Mm,
So they get built faster. Ones take longer down the blow. But we need to get more of these resources to be able to do that. So I believe a way to get these resources other than paying for them is by, I mean, I assume doing weather stuff. Also removing these, I think there's resources on the backs of those too. That's cool. All right. So we are now continuing dawn. So we determined weather. We did the effect associated. You did both your effects associated. You have to prepare or
Yep.
welcome guests. I
Party
believe at this point, right?
preparation. Which is
So party prep you did. That's the coin.
Oh, that's right. But now I need to welcome them, which means I draw.
Yep, and it's sunny.
So there's one less person, so it's only 5.
Woohoo!
That's one less problem without you. I got one less problem.
I chose to play him because in the like how-to videos, so the rulebook rundowns I did, I read through the book. I did not comprehend when reading that exactly how to do this, and it wasn't until I rereading it again today, I was like, oh, all right, I get it. So I wanted to play him to show that proper.
I gotcha. Okay, sweet.
Got your peeps?
These are my peeps.
Things look good?
They look great. They're
All
gonna
right.
be a good group.
Okay. So I'm going to jump down and do my expedition then. My last portion of it here. Just going to flip. Boom. It is sunny again. I get a compass. Yay.
Yay.
Okay. So here it's saying if I have the axe, then I...
Can do something.
Oh, it's if you fail, you get to do that. Interesting.
Is it interesting?
It's not you don't get to do it. So, well, I saw this, I thought I was like, don't look ahead. It's like, well, not trying to look ahead. So that's just what happens if you fail. So if I choose not to use the axe to get the wood, I can reorder, rearrange cards. So I'll have 2 positions in my inventory. That could be helpful. I don't have feet. That doesn't help.
Did you say you don't have feet?
I don't have feet. I need an axe in position 4 to be able to get a map. and then I can cash it in to get wood. So it wouldn't make sense to use for wood right now. So I'm gonna not do that. So that way I end up doing the failure portion, which is rearranging. So I'm gonna move this axe to position 4. Is good. I don't have the feet, so none of this happens. I will cash in the rifle for some meat. And then for the axe, because I'm prepared, it's in spot 4, I will get a map. And then I will cash that in for wood. And then that is the end. That got to the end of the exploration. So now
Expedition.
Expedition. If a ranger
Very
completes the
different.
final encounter on the final expedition card, they have completed their expedition. When this occurs, the ranger places all items from their inventory into their stock. They place their miniature on the town space of the character tray, and they shuffle all expedition cards back into their expedition decks. Then the ranger can perform a discover land action without spending any coins. Cool. So you're back.
I used to drive this blue Ford Sport Escape. Blue Ford Sport Explorer, and then I wanted an Escape, which was the 4-door version, and then the Expedition
Stock.
is the 3rd row seating option. So it was all Ford E's. There's Explorer, Escape, Expedition, and it got bigger and bigger.
So this goes back to my stock for now, and then I can do discover land. So I can take any of these up here. Doesn't really matter. I don't know what any of them are yet. So let's go with 10. All right.
How do we do?
So that doesn't help me at all.
Hurts me, I think.
No, I think it would mean if I had a if I had a hired villager, then I would raise this level by 1. I don't know if I get to just take the villager then. I don't know if it's gonna tell me that. It's probably not. Hired villager.
I've got 8 fucking coins, and you got nothing 'cause you're broke.
I have 10. I've been out on an expedition. I haven't spent anything. Workers.
Contradicting me. In front of our friend.
Don't you counter
Yeah.
retract?
I don't have a hired villager, so that doesn't help me.
You ain't got no friends because you've been on expedition.
Friends. So this just goes over here chilling. But we have an open spot here for whenever we manage to get a building to build.
Good job.
Okay, cool. So we can go over to you. What are you doing?
What's your character reaction?
I'm gonna farm more potatoes.
Farm potatoes. Ah.
Take it. I farm my potato. And
Oh,
then
okay.
Chicken.
So that goes down to 1. Remember every time you use it.
yeah, Nick. Thank you. Yeah, Bald. Thank you.
Use my legal name.
And they're going to tend this bitch. Oh no, they can't tend that bitch.
No, you can. It just has to remember. So when you tend it, it doesn't go back in the same orientation. It just one of its spots has to just touch one of the spots where it was. So you
Look,
couldn't.
I fixed it.
Okay. Oh, so you could entirely flip it up if you
No.
wanted to.
I don't want to do that.
Okay.
That's what I wanted to do, and
Okay.
that's why I did it.
Cool.
Oh.
Sounds good. Good for you.
Is there a piece that the farmer has that's just a straight line?
Somewhere under.
Possibly.
Yeah.
But she also can clear out the shrubs.
Yeah,
So-
I'm trying to see how much crops I can get before I have to do that.
I understand.
Well, what would you like to do in town?
I would like to go. I need money, so let's go to the lawn.
Another dollar?
Wait, I didn't do a town action.
Did you not?
I'm still here.
Oh, you skipped entirely over. Yeah, you're supposed to do a town action before you do any of that.
That was easy.
Okay.
Easy fix, bitch.
Okay. Now, what character action would you like to do?
You.
Badass.
Not me.
Badass. Okay.
Badass?
Badass. badass. Well, you can tell by the way I use my walk. I'm a chicken man. Bark, bark, bark.
What?
Never heard that.
I've never heard
no,
that. You rolled with it. I thought you did.
No, I just it's naturally what would come next.
It took a while for my brain to process what you were doing.
Yeah.
Alright, character action.
Hello.
Does your
Well, I have
audience
to-
know that you're dating Bombastic?
Oh, they do now.
It's like how in early episodes of How Did This Get Made, Noah knew Paul and June were together for like 2 years of them doing the podcast.
Really?
Yeah, and then finally like a guest accidentally like let it slip. Not even accident, but didn't know it was a secret. I was like, well, I mean, you two have been married for years. And they were like, our audience did not know that.
That's hysterical. You'd think that would have been like a, hey, before you come on our podcast, this is what you should know.
So I want to do something with the party because I have the extra coin.
Uh-huh.
And I want to make sure I can do that.
Hmm.
Yes, it allows me to enhance the benefit of a specific type of accommodation at the cost of renown. 2 party, then increases renown by 2 places in the party token. Oh, okay. Alright, so basically what I have to do is I have to pick one of the accommodations I have, which at this point in time is a window, a door, and a table, and I can increase them by 2 renown, but I don't think I can actually do that, right? Because I don't have the resources to do that.
Well, you're not gonna. I mean, would you be able to put anyone at any
Oh,
place? It's only beneficial. Party's only beneficial if you can actually put people at that accommodation for the party.
I understand. Okay.
So, how much does a stage cost?
Stage?
Yeah.
12.
Hmm. Wow. That's crazy.
I really thought helping out in the town was the end game of the that was the goal. So it was like resources to build stuff and take a quick swing.
Mhm.
Honey, you didn't even follow your own advice. You need to help yourself before you can help others.
That ain't about the truth.
On your gossip cards with the icons on there.
Oh, so you like threw away most of your money.
Yeah, at the very beginning.
So on the bottom, do any of those icons help?
Can we give her back her resource
you
money
cannot.
and just bring the notch back down?
No.
Clearly she couldn't afford it, and clearly she didn't understand how expensive being an innkeeper was.
She'll get there.
She didn't know the rules, Bombastic!
That's your bombastic, not me.
Rules, Bald!
So it's just the bottom 2
Yeah.
icons on each of those.
I don't
Are
see a
either
single
of the-
stage.
No, okay.
Okay.
What about the kitchen icons?
12 as well.
Give her back her money,
No,
Bald!
I'm fine.
There's no kitchen on your cards either.
There is a kitchen on this card.
So what you can do if you mingle and you play the card that has the kitchen on the bottom,
Mm-hmm.
then that means for this turn, your inn is considered to have a kitchen.
Oh, okay, cool.
So that would help you place one of them.
All
It's
right.
like,
A famous gladiator. Reroll all villagers and sprites in the tower.
so you're not actually using the card.
Oh.
It would be for the bottom, but also looking at your tokens that you have there,
Mm-hmm.
you also may not need to because you have one guy that just sits out of a regular window anyway.
But won't I have to save him for the end of the night? So that I have something I can do?
You don't sit him right now. You would play that now like just for the things in the bottom, and then at the end you'd be able to sit the
Oh,
other
okay.
guy. But I didn't see that you had a regular window, dude. So
Mhm.
there's no point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then in that case. Can I serve? I can serve, right?
You can always.
To serve and give it to a gossip permanent place. Yeah, I'll just do that.
Yep.
These accommodations can be.
Pamper, serve,
I will serve.
sell accommodations.
Yep. Yikes.
All right, you'll get back on top.
Did you give all 10 dollars?
Trying to help out her.
That was
Socialism.
no, that was communism. You gave all your money to the government and got nothing back.
No, it wasn't to the government. It was to her community.
No, to the government. The money left and we got no resource.
We got one.
And yet we can't access it.
We can access it.
Socialism is if you have extra,
Yeah.
spread the wealth.
Oh, she thought she had extra.
I go get snack behind you.
Just in a tough spot right now, that's all.
Behind you? Yeah, I could do it. Don't worry. This option allows the innkeeper. Bald. If you were. I'm gonna pull that clip later.
Jennifer.
Bald.
Ah,
If you were to help me make a decision as to what anything, if anything, can help me right now, what should I do?
so serving's beneficial only if, like, so for your card, the effect that you have on one of your cards,
Mm-hmm.
is it gets shuffled into the adventure deck. So that only becomes useful if we pull it out of the adventure deck
Got
by doing that action. So if you need money,
it. Mm-hmm.
then I would do the pamper
Mm-hmm.
to get somebody in there who you're definitely not going to be able to see. So then at least you have one less person who's going to complain to you.
Yes. Okay, thank you. Okay. So
Because then at least you'll make 2 income this turn.
and they can go literally anywhere, right?
Yeah, go to any of your furniture.
And the furniture doesn't have to match.
No.
And so, for example, I have 3 windows and a table,
Mhm.
and here's like it's desk looking thing. But since there's no doors at all, it would make sense to put it at the door.
Yeah.
Gain a coin for as I seated someone.
Coin.
Coin, thank you.
Yeah, I'll take those. I'll just give you a 5.
Give me a 5. Give me a 5. I'm battling back, bombastic. Battling back. Okay. Woo! Oh, sorry. Don't pick the microphone. Woo!
Actually, I was looking at the game, and when we're doing like normal conversation,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, I might actually need to raise it up a bit. But then I was like, no, don't do it.
I left the room so Leo followed me.
Yeah, sounds about right. Okay.
All
So that was your character action.
And I have no
We have
worker
no
actions.
workers.
I have no skills.
I have no skills. All right, so we are on to dusk. Yes.
Yes. Can I return?
Yeah.
Please do.
It's your turn. Why?
Why funny?
Why?
You should
Start going.
do the replay. See the jiggle. You'll know why.
Jiggle, jiggle,
My
jiggle,
lord.
jiggle, 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 jiggle.
I'm bombastic for a reason.
That is true. You broke the string, John, with your butt.
Really?
It did just say Baldwin board went offline.
I broke off my butt?
Yeah.
You think you got flagged?
Failed to determine content.
We're back. All right.
Oh my god.
You got too close to the screen.
Bombastic broke the stream.
All right. So we are into the dusk phase. So what do you have to do during dusk?
Give me back my character.
Return to character.
My little peg butterfly's got to go back to her stable. And then got to slide up on my creepy crops.
Creepy crops?
Yeah.
Gotta slide up on my creepy crops.
I got more potatoes. And I got strawberries.
Got some strawberries?
Yeah, I got some straw babies.
All right. Let's house these people.
Alrighty. Character return. Alright, let's return. Let's host guests. I can put a window boy by a window.
Window, boy, window.
And then
How do I get skills?
I get a coin for window boy by window. Alright, big money, big money, big money. No whammy, no whammy, no whammy.
Here we go. Let's see what you got.
This is a great start. Hat boy.
Nice.
Table boy. Nothing. You were all very considerate and understanding of my situation. I really appreciate you. And then window with chef.
Oh.
Oh wait, no. Oh, lose it.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
The coin you just earned?
I did. That's okay.
Give my money back.
Does my ankle taste really good, Leroy?
Wait, if she's licking your ankle, who's licking my foot?
She's licking your ankle. Who's licking my foot? Oh my lord.
Do I have salty legs? Like, what is it? Like, you're going high, girlfriend.
Probably. She does the same thing to me.
Are you helping clean me?
Oh.
Are you an appliance?
Alrighty. So we are on to daytime.
Daytime.
Let's determine the weather. We got rain and an event. So you can't do anymore, right? Because you can't go above your renown for your party. For your party preparations.
Correct. I don't know.
Is that what it is? It's for party preparations? Is that what it says? Place one coin for spot next to the party action. Blah, blah, blah. The number of save coins is less than their current renown level. So no. Boop. And we got rain. So you get nothing for rain in the spring, but we do have our next event.
Read it to me. Sing to me, Paolo.
146. Called to the valley. An elderly man rides into town on his rickety mule-drawn cart on an otherwise unremarkable day. He stops in the middle of town and begins to unload. Is it like shitting on the side of the town? When questioned of his intentions, he simply smiles and says, "I've been called here by our creator to be with you wonderful people." All on his own, he begins to build. Place the chapel on the fourth space of the construction queue.
Okay.
Ah. There's the roan. Goes on the fourth space in the construction queue. Cool. So now, this will move up each time that we get that little green mark that we've been seeing a bunch on these cards. And that's it. Okay. So homeboy's gone. Put you up there. Boom. Nice. So some guy just stormed the town and was like, "You guys need some religion."
Here's a check.
These little sprites you're talking, these little fairies. I'll show you a fairy. It's called an angel. I'm going to be going to town this time, so I'm not going on an expedition.
That's good.
But before we do that, you need to get some guests out here.
I was hoping you'd forget.
How are you going to make money if you don't have any guests coming in?
Well, I really don't. I couldn't begin to tell you.
You made
I need
one
7.
additional coin. I need 7, yikes. It's a rough day.
I think we should give her back her money.
She can always sell in the combination of shit than buying it back, but yeah.
Oh, I got the farmer again. Got it.
Oof.
A lot of people, a lot of needs.
A lot of people, a lot of needs. Okay.
I'm so uncomfortable.
Why?
For how badly her friend is playing this game.
It's not your fault.
Yeah, might
It
as well
was a
come by.
mistake and I want to fix it.
Well, the good news is, so the renown being where it's at, she's never going to draw any more than that. So she'll continue to progress. She's like figuring out, okay,
Yeah,
what
but
if,
every coin she makes, she has to give back.
what's what she's
Because one
made,
of these fucking Karens is like, I want my money back plus some.
so she's made it a net 2 again. So she does the adventure option to see if there's something that could come of the adventure. There's like the sunny days obviously are helpful because one less person. As long as she makes a net 1, she slowly gets up there, and then all she really needs to do is get a kitchen or a stage in play, and
Yes.
that'll be probably most helpful.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to the longhouse. Can I get a skill? I might be
Yeah.
able to.
A skill or $1.
I have to pay 5. Community builder. So use 1 to do an action. There's delegator. which use one of those guys doing action. Extra work lets me redo an action. That's good. Loyalty lets me increase. Pay 1 to increase. Extra work seems like it'll be helpful. Is it just for those? Actually, I also have this over here too. What is extra work? Work. Tell me. Rangers gain a copy, but result previously gained extra work skill. Resolving skills option 36.
I wish I had a powder blue dress.
Oh, skills. The tier 1
tonight?
expedition card.
Oh.
Shuffle
Then I
card
could be one
back
of the
into the
sisters in White Christmas and just take a fan.
Oh, weird.
Oh.
What?
I saw it.
Extra work says reveal a tier 1 expedition card. Shuffle the card back into the face up deck. That's weird. I don't know what that means. I'm not gonna do that then.
No, I'm trying to think. I'm like, I have a black dress. That's a good word for something.
Okay. So I'm gonna take the coin then. And we did this now, so at the end of the season, we'll have completed that goal. Cool. What would you like to do?
So you did the coin, not the skill?
Yeah, just none of those are going to be helpful right now, so.
Okay.
Oh, that's what it means. Extra work means I would reveal a tier 1 card and then shuffle it back in face up, so that way we would know what's coming later. It's cool. Those you can't even do. There's no sprites on the board yet. You can only do the top ones.
I was looking at them. They don't make sense. All right.
That means when you do the, I mean, it's all explained about your book too. It says rancher, but as soon as it means you get to do an additional
So-
cow, I don't know what the hell it is.
That's what I'm saying.
But it's,
So-
it's explained in the back.
Did it rain again?
Yeah, it's raining, but it's springtime, so nothing happens for you
Hmm.
in the rain.
Oh, right.
Found another.
I don't get an extra tending because
Only
it's
when
raining?
it's summertime. Like this means when we pull rain, you would get to do a tent action.
Got it.
That's when it's sunny, you get to do the harvest action. When it's cloudy, you get to do the plant action.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is something having to do with breeding.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So I think I'm gonna go and buy the orange worker.
Okay.
Am I allowed to buy them too?
Yeah. There you go.
That's my town action. My character action.
Well, let's let her do her town action, then we'll
I know, I'm thinking.
Let's grab the
Money,
characters.
please.
go in here
Yeah.
to the longhouse.
Yes.
Money.
Someone got bored and set a fire in your car.
So now, for my character action,
Character action.
what do I need upon her? I went there so I could do either. I don't have any backpacks or feety feets. And that lets me upgrade my inventory, which is good. Lets me bring 5 cards.
Giving yourself a
Oh, that's how I can get some money.
It's called fidgeting.
Why are you fidgeting?
I don't like when you say it like that.
So another.
Because I have latent anxiety right now.
Oh no.
The energy's just coming out in odd ways.
Yeah.
No,
This-
no.
It may not make you laugh, but at least it's connected to the game. So a couple weeks ago, I was finishing up my re-listen to of the Jim Dale audiobook series, and I thought it was so silly and stupid that Harry had to go down to the second task in his robes 10 minutes after he woke up in the library. So it's like silly little things like that I re-picture. And one of them is he just went to the Ministry of Magic in book 5 for his hearing, and he's like, aren't we underground? And he looks at and there's like a window with sunlight coming in, and Mr. Weasley goes like, yep, we have maintenance people whose job is to determine the weather every day. And I'm like, there is someone getting paid to magically cast a spell, so they just have arbitrary weather that changes every day.
I'm gonna do that axe action and add an axe to
But
inventory.
no trans people. We can think of all those things for that book.
Yeah.
But no trans people.
And then I'm
Makes sense.
going.
No, tongues can literally change your appearance at will.
Allegory much?
I'm gonna spend
Fine.
2 wood here,
Sirius Black. Has
which
an animal
raises
that
this
pops
up
No?
by 1.
You can transform into an animal, but people can't.
Transform your genitals.
Into different
It's
people.
up by 1.
Okay, sounds good.
No, I saw something that Pete Davidson was really funny about it and said, like, it's like she can think of goblins and ghouls and magic and I think an animagus and shit, but the thing that she can't wrap her brain around is Laverne Cox.
What a strange limitation to put on yourself.
Yes, truly.
Oh, you dear, what would you like your character action?
So that was my big question. Since I have 2 workers, can I use both workers?
During the worker action phase, yeah.
Cool. So I basically get an extra action.
2 actions, because you're doing your character action right now,
Whoa.
without character action first. So what thing do you want your farmer to do? To plant?
They're the same.
Yeah, one's tended, one's not. Yeah, you're good.
Just wanted you to know.
Okay. And so now, if you want to do your worker actions, so you'll take those down to the blank side when you put them in. So you're going to do the 10, so make sure you do your tend.
Can I tend something that I just planted?
Uh-huh. And then you want to harvest or clear.
Harvest.
Okay, what are you harvesting?
And strawberries.
Okay, so what's the number on that?
5.
5. So you're 5.
I know there's not going to be a winner, but Bombastic is totally winning.
Yeah, she's doing great. Alrighty, over to the inn. I mean, it's really kind of her fault. She came to this place with nobody, and they built an inn. And then all of a sudden, there's tons of people, and she's like, shit, I wasn't expecting this much traffic so fast.
Not at time.
Like, what are you things? I don't even know what you are. What are these weird accommodations you're
Trying to
requesting?
help you, and I just help me help you, and okay, all right. Alrighty, so we are going to.
Yes, that's your ball.
We're in desk, correct?
Nope, you're in your character action.
Yes.
Your character action.
Was that supposed to go back to bank, or can it stay there?
No, it stays there.
It doesn't matter because we can't do it now.
It stays there until you do that action.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yep. No, it's not gonna change. Okay. And the one they're in blue. So that's
Gotcha,
improved.
please.
Still stuck on that too. All right, darn it. I've got already. Just to get it over with. Can I seat someone right now? So it's one less person to freak out later. I can do that, right?
And at the end of this turn,
Oh, wait,
both of these will end up back there.
Okay.
Now you're trying to make money, but depending on like the number that's on there, it may be worth buying one of them,
Mm-hmm.
because then at least you'll have that extra action each turn.
Okay, I can't do you because of the stage. Wait. So I can buy a worker? What?
No, right now.
Oh, okay.
Like once they're back here,
Oh.
you can do that town action.
Okay.
Is there?
There's a window and he has a stage, which means tonight I won't be able to seat him anywhere because there's not a stage.
Yeah.
So, and there's no other window, so might as well put him by the window right now.
Yeah.
And get 1 coin for seating him.
For pampering the fool.
Yes.
Very nice. There's your coin.
Single. It's me.
Make sure we're not messing up your coin.
Do what?
I see your book real quick.
I would love for you to. Sorry,
Like,
I didn't mean to.
I don't think we're doing anything wrong. I just want to make sure that we're not.
I hope the people who made the game was like, maybe we should put a disclaimer in that maybe don't give away all your money on the first turn.
Don't live outside of your means immediately. Although, if that ain't me to a T, that my mom's like, I love your generous heart. I'm like, mm-hmm. She's like, but...
But, like, let's be honest. What is the cheapest thing you can buy for yours in?
Mm-hmm.
I'm being honest.
8 coins. So
Okay.
we're almost there.
So even if
Oh,
you
nice.
had 10, you start off with 10,
Yeah.
I know,
you'd
we're
be
doing-
down to 2
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
with
You're
just
right.
buying the cheapest thing.
Yeah.
But it's supposed to be, I think it's supposed to be like a slow burn to start, to where it's like, okay, let's see what comes out. Here's what you're starting with. One of each accommodation, really.
Yeah.
And then say, okay, what do we need to prioritize first?
It reminds me of like the caching in Wormspan, and that whenever it's so slow to get it all there, and then once it's finally time to do that, you're like boom, cash, boom, and you're like going across the board really fast, so it's like slow to fill your inn up. But then once it's finally filled up, you're like boom, accommodation, boom, party, boom, cooking.
Yes, they all work at kind of different speeds in different ways. Okay.
Yeah.
So that was all the daytime. Bada, 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 bada. So dusk. So we turn all of our characters. Boom. Return workers. So here's where for you, since those are blank, those get tossed back in here.
Oh, fun!
Be redistributed.
Two
So-
pips. 2 pips each.
Oop. So those are chilling there.
No,
Okay.
my mom was like, you went to a birthday party for a friend you've only known a little while, and you got her like a $30 gift card and a card and lunch. She was like, and that's great. But you're like living outside of your means type thing. Because you're so generous, you're so kind. And she was like, maybe stop doing that.
Nice. Little tour.
Little
Then,
twofer.
there we go. Moment of truth. Badass.
Please stop. Just kidding. Okay, we can seat you by a door because there's nothing else. Boom. That's it.
So 1 coin.
1 coin.
Hey, it's all right. You netted 3 coins this time.
My name is Karen. My teeth are shiny. No complaint.
Woohoo!
No complaint.
Woohoo!
No complaint, farmer.
You're welcome, bitch.
Goodbye. No complaint. Too bad.
I mean, I guess you could buy the thing now.
Mhm.
You have 8 coins.
All right. Cool. Okay, could have been worse.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what do? My best, Tim. I do my best.
It is so. This is why I don't like competitive games, because it's so hard to watch.
It's not even competitive. It's just
But
Jen,
it's so
Jen, her
hard
mind
to...
is making it competitive. She's like, oh my god, I'm doing so much better than Anna. So really, Jen's an asshole. Or Bombastic's an asshole.
No, it's just so hard for me to watch someone else struggle. It takes all the fun out.
Did
We
you
have a
even know that?
cloudy day. So cloudy day, and it has a construction, so this goes up again.
So Jen's basically an asshole.
Chaperone's almost here. So cloudy means you draw the normal amount, and cloudy means nothing for you right now.
Do you catch more animals when it's
Do we have a pattern? Almost had a pattern. If that rain was above the sun, we would have.
No, but you catch more flies with
Honey,
honey than vinegar?
than shit.
No, you catch a lot of flies with shit.
Truly.
That might be the easiest. That and a dead body.
Mm.
I learned that from Bones.
I feel like I still need to equip myself with some stuff. So I'm going to go to town again.
On the road again.
I
Okay.
can't wait to be on the road again.
I'm gonna go check out.
I want a skew.
You might have enough to get a skill. You have enough the tendies. You got enough of them chicken tendies?
Oh, I need to have all of these.
Yes, like there's a number next to it, so you need to have.
Yeah, but they're all pixelated.
They're the same. They're just small. Not pixelated. That's your eyes.
No, it's not. They're actually pixelated. How much?
Oh, those ones are pixelated. Hilarious. Well, if you hold it back further away from. So yeah, but it's easy. So you have strawberry, potato, and two.
Does that mean having it on my board? Or does that
Yeah,
mean
it means having it.
having had it? Like, because I grew strawberries, I just sold them. So wouldn't that count?
No, it means having them on your board, I believe. Let's see here.
So I could have gotten that last time
Hold
when I
on.
had all three?
Hold on, we will double check here.
I thought I had to sell them all.
Da, da, da. So to spend a crop to pay for a skill, the farmer must remove the crop from the farmland and place it in the supply. The farmer does not gain any harvesting benefits for a spent
Oh, so
crop.
I trade in?
Yep.
Oh, that's fucking bullshit. I didn't work this hard just to trade shit in.
And so it's the number of tiles you need to ultimately have. Well, you got money for doing it. So
Yeah,
you gotta
fuck
take
this
it off, get money.
I'll do something later.
Okay.
I don't like it right now.
I think that I'm going to adventure. Let's see what adventuring is.
Can you imagine going so far into this game that these are the costs of things?
Nothing.
Yeah, it's a.
Sure, why not?
Well, because at some point your inn would be built up to actually be like a money machine. Like, you'd
It'll
just be
actually
making
be
so
profitable.
much. Yeah.
Just like a restaurant.
Yeah.
So
You're
I'm
not profitable for like the first 5 years.
Yeah, you can't cut yourself a check for 5 years.
doing the first adventure.
That sucks.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing, bitch?
The adventure.
An adventure?
Oh, how appropriate. Hunting mishap. You've been
What?
tracking a prize buck. It's taken hours to get to this point, but the opportunity to line up your shot arrives as the stag grazes in the field.
Not the stag.
Suddenly, you receive a blow to the back of your head, and everything goes black.
Oh no.
Ah, shit.
When you come to, the first thing you notice is the splitting headache you have. The second are the unusually large bear footprints nearby. B-A-R-E. Evidently, someone snuck up behind you. Although they didn't take anything. There's no sign of the buck.
Mm-hmm.
Shuffle event 125 into the event deck. Ooh, so adventure.
They made a copy of your house keys and then put your house keys back, and then that's what. Do you know? Never mind.
Did you know have Nevermind?
Someone told me, it's like, do you ever worry about that? And I was like, I do now. And it's like, no, because if someone was really smart and they wanted to rob you, they wouldn't take your keys. They would take your key to make a copy of the key, put it back, and then you never know. And they don't have time to just steal one thing and get out. They wait until they have a copy of your key, study your habits, and then take your entire apartment, and then you really have nothing.
Oh man.
Do you ever worry about that? No, I do now.
No, no, no.
God. Things are calling.
All right, Bombastic. What would you like to do in town?
Cry.
Yes. Is
What
that
are you planning on doing in town?
me?
Yeah, I mean, so we can technically talk it out, so that way, like, she doesn't take your spot or I don't take your spot, those sort of things.
No, I mean, fair is fair. You can do what you gotta do, farmer. Can I? Are there any? So I came this far. I didn't come this far. I just come this far. Are there any objectives?
That's a Kim Kardashian quote. Treat it with respect.
Are there any objectives?
Are there any objectives on the board? Like that thing where we're putting
That one's done.
that one's done.
We all did a building action, so we're good there.
Okay. Is there anything else like that happening right now?
Not
No,
really. Like
you should
I
go
did.
to the Longhouse, get $1.
Yes.
So that way, on your character turn, you can buy
Or-
something.
Yes. Or
I guess they're not that high, but what you can also do is spend the $2,
To
get
get a
the
worker?
blue guy, because then you can do the character action to pamper, put somebody out,
mm-hmm.
which
Oh,
those
sorry.
guys. Oh, you never even drew new people, did you?
No.
Oops, just get that. My bad. It's all good. So that'll help you decide what you're gonna do, because you could spend the 2 now to pamper twice, multiple times potentially, or you save the 2, get your dollar, and then if the accommodation you can buy for 8 will be helpful, then
Mm-hmm. Sorry.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
We got a window and a door.
Got a window and a door and a bar. The bar I can afford now. But I've never seen a bar that's just a bar without anything else, so that's not
Right.
good either.
So you'll definitely make $2 for the window and the door
Yes. So let's do.
that you have going on. So then if you could pamper twice, so essentially the 2 you'd be spending to get this, you would get back by pampering twice.
Okay.
And then you'd be
Which
cheating.
negates what a potential negative of
Right.
not doing it.
And then you're going to be using 4 of your 6, so then you have 2 people you have to deal with after that.
Okay. Let's try that.
So I think that's. So the lady going here.
Yep.
So then if you spend 2 coin,
Okay.
we'll give you a blue man.
And it goes to pamper.
It stays here for now
Okay.
until we get to the character and actions like that. So we still have bombastic here. What town action would you like to do?
Longhouse.
Going on house?
Give me money.
Don't collect up on that. All right.
Money, please.
So other things here, like so upgrades at some point. These being built up and being used to build like buildings construction wise will give us access to more of these types of things. That'll give us more money or more of those or whatever quicker. So it starts off very kind of slow and then it'll pick up and go and go and go. It's nice. Okay, so now we're on to our
Daytime.
character actions. So over here with me. Alright, easier. Should I get a rifle? Or a tramp? No, I should get a backpack. I'm gonna grab a backpack, or do we want footsies? We'll go with backpack. Okay, then I can do one of these here. So I don't have any of that, so that's, oh, if I paid that, then I could do an action there, no. I can look to upgrade my storage, so do I have a meat? Do I have 1 meat and 5 coin? Yeah, I'll do that. If I spend meat and 5, it lets me raise this. By 1. And I have no workers doing worker actions. Bombity baskety?
I can only plant, right? I can't tend anything, just as myself.
No, as yourself, you can do any of these right now because you're on the dual spot. So you can plant, you can tend, you can harvest, you can get a cow, you can get equipment.
Holy shit. I
You-
thought I
this
could
lets you-
only
this lets
plant.
you this lets you clear out stuff as well to
Oh.
make more room.
This is freaking awesome. Fucking love this shit.
You're gonna pop some tags.
If I remove this, are these now disjointed?
You remove which one?
If I remove this one,
Yes. Yep.
so I can't
No.
do that,
Mm-mm.
but I can do that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pop some tags.
For $4, please. Hey, now I got money to invest in the community.
There you go. Very nice. No workers, okay. Over to you. What would you like to do? Character and worker action.
I would like to apply this to the pampering, right?
So do your pamper with your character first.
Pamper with the character first.
So you get to do the action before you use your workers.
Oh, okay. I'm seeing. And pick the one that can't. Wait, did I fuck up?
No, I miscalculated.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's cloudy.
No, it's so you'll be able to put 3 down because you only have 3 furnitures.
Okay.
Whatever. So you'll
That's fine.
net.
Can't do that one. I can do that one later. can do that one later. So let's do that at the table. 1.
Una.
Okay.
Then now you can do a pamper again.
Mm-hmm. You put it
So
right
you
there,
go- yeah,
right?
so take it down to 1 because you're using it. The die from 2 down to 1.
Oh.
Yeah. Go.
Okay.
And then
There's no.
actually you don't even. So actually, you may want to save the die
Okay.
because you only have 3 places and you can place someone at the door and a window, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So just save it.
Okay. Then that's the end of my action until the end, or do I now just do the normal ones?
That's at the end of all of
That's the
our
end ones,
worker
that's it.
actions. Then we're gonna go into the dust thing. So I just return
I
my
think-
person and nothing happens for
I
me.
think I'm getting worse as we go along.
You're making money.
I'm making money.
Your market's already fine, so nothing else happens there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then, yeah, seat your peeps.
All right, you go to the door. Ah,
One,
and you will go to the window. Thank you.
2.
No complaint. No complaint. No. Goodbye.
I mean, you're back at. So what's fine? You're back at 8, and you have the 2. So
Yes.
you technically gained a worker.
Yeah.
So now next time, if you have open spots where you can't actually seat them, you can do that pamper twice and get it in.
And then when can you buy your thing?
The next
To seat more people?
next round, I think.
All right. Whether you want to or not, Sunny.
Yay, I get extra planting action.
Plant your
God, I
plant.
have one less person to see.
Can I do that now?
Yeah, you do it now.
Yeah, don't tell me what to do, bitch.
Whoa. There you go.
Jesus.
Yum.
And we have an event.
Ah, shit.
You want to read this one?
No.
Cool.
I do.
All right. Thanks for playing along.
Um,
Dinner.
I'm only doing it because
Uh-huh.
I'll fall asleep otherwise. I'm just kidding.
Damn.
No,
Damn. Okay.
That was cold.
not because of the
Game's
game.
too casual.
No, it's knee deep in the passenger seat. No, not like that. I made a bad decision about my sleep habits last night.
Oh no.
Which
Oh,
is-
I thought you were talking about your bad decision with your coins.
No, I was talking about but
So your bad decision started a long time ago.
yeah, so
Well,
true. You know, why don't you read
I
that?
mean, it'd be pretty cozy in an empty inn. All right.
I want a donut.
About the tribes. Fix greets your group and apologizes for the confusion with Ponk in the forest. He got overly keen. We
Aw.
sprites are secretive and don't warm to outsiders easily. Fix taps herself on the chest. Well, not all of us. Sorry for not warning you. She then explains that there are 6 sprite tribes of whom some have uncertainties about humans being here. Fix suggests you find a way to show them your good intentions. Now, I think because Fix is on here, Fix comes out onto the board as well. We shall find out.
After I left last night, I went to my friend's event, that emo night, and was there until 2 a.m.
That girl.
I know.
Do you want water?
Le agua.
Do you want more water? Or is it pretty full?
Do you want more water?
It's a third. It was fine.
Actually, can't gold resources. Workers, skills.
Then when you go
ability.
home, it's never straight to sleep. You gotta decompress, and then you fall asleep, and then you wake up, then you come here.
Sprites will become unlocked action space. Through the event of the game, a character can decrease or hide sprite to
I just
go.
can't believe how much you've shot yourself on the line.
Truly, it's
Round 1. Boom! Let's start this.
Maybe not.
What's that called?
builds character.
Let's start this. Let's
Rodeo?
light this candle.
Let's round up this rodeo.
I'm gonna open an inn where no one lives and then I'm gonna give away the little money I have, and wonder why my in isn't working.
A little too real right now, friends. A little too real.
Face does not come out. It would say that he'd be working with us, and that's where he'd end up right there. Then we could hire him.
Mm.
All right, so shuffling events 4 through 7. 4 through 7.
Oh my god, are you gonna shuffle 3 cards now?
More than 3.
Oh my god, how
4.
many?
So 4 through 7, I do believe. It did. Oh my goodness, there's one her.
What's the song with the?
Look at him! Look at him shuffle. Look at him go. You know, with 4 fucking cards, most people would just do a little split and squash, and you're just like, nah. House rules.
There we go. House rules. I rule this house. Okay.
I'm obsessed with him.
No.
You're
So
my
we got
favorite
right now?
topic.
4 4 7. Okay. If we go quick, there's only 3 turns left in the season, and then we'll call that a game. Okay.
I've learned so much.
You have nothing.
Wow. That is savage. Down the board.
Life sometimes bombastic. You can't. What's gonna happen?
It's like you showed up to town and just lost your coin purse.
Threw it into the ravine.
Threw it in the well. She's like, this seems like a good idea. I wish I had played this before and I could have warned you. I had no idea. Alright, I'm gonna go on. I'm doing that. Not yet. I'm gonna try one more turn. Okay, so I'm going to town.
So funny 'cause it's so sad.
Oh, take your people back, you weirdos.
Okay, shuffle 4 cards. Like, it's a whole day.
Hey, there were 6.
Oh, wow, sorry. My bad.
There were 6, alright?
Ooh, child.
Ooh, child.
Things are gonna get easier.
I'm sorry.
Ooh,
It's just
child.
the level.
Things are
It's
gonna
just
get
so funny.
brighter.
Like, if it was just like, oh, a little work, like a little better, be like, oh, okay, that just really sucks. But the fact that it was the first turn, and you just gave her money. You've been like, make a money, go make a money, make a money.
My lord. I'm gonna adventure again. You ready?
I offered twice to get your money back for you.
You ready? From the top of the valley, people have been able to see the ocean nearby. No one is established an easily traversed path, but on the hike, you can hear rushing water and taste salt in the air. Making careful note of the landmarks, you find your way to a protected bay. It is connected to the ocean and also fed by a waterfall. The sea life here is vibrant. When you return... Oh, was there anything on that one too? I didn't see. Oh, there was. I did not notice that. There's a marking on this that tells me you get an extra die. So now there's a bunch of them. When you return to town, you tell of the idyllic spot. Someone offers to build a wharf there.
What's it called?
Idyllic?
Idyllic.
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 Italian.
Idyllic.
Add the fishing grounds to the construction queue. Cool. I'll find them fishy grounds.
Have you ever played Galzier?
No.
It's like this, but a little
goes
bit
once.
more like action adventure.
Mhm.
But it's like it's cozy.
It's more RPG for sure.
when I tell you this is like a G-rated game, like G-rated. The last time we
that, though.
caricature tells you it's G-rated. So we're playing, and I'm playing this chameleon, and I draw a card. Like, first off, it just goes downhill so fast. I like end up in jail. It's a whole thing. I finally get out. I end up at this town. And then I pull an event card, and it's like, there's been an earthquake. And I'm like, oh no, what's going to happen to the earthquake? And they are like, hundreds are dead. You peel through the rubble and find the families, the deceased families. I was like, what?
And then someone showed up and arrested her.
So really, see, you ruined the lives of other people. I'm just
And
ruining
then-
my own life
Well,
here.
she was stuck in jail the rest of the game. So
Yeah, it was like Galzier, but with like a Les Mis skin. I was like this. I was like,
That's
this
awesome.
was supposed to be a child's game, and it's
no one
horrendous.
upset that.
At the end of the day, there will be an earthquake. And there's nothing to say for the lives of the dead.
I think Les Mis and Rent, I think are and Hamilton are our like combined favorite.
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
That's
As
a
a
good
couple, as a couple, that's like our favorite.
Alrighty. Bombastic, where would you like to go in town?
Oh, what do I do to buy shit for the town?
You go here,
Okay.
and then it costs
Wi-Fi?
whatever shows right here.
Okay. So what do we need for the fishing ground or the chapel?
Those are already in construction, so we don't need anything for those.
Oh.
It'd be to put something on that path is this whole stack of hooddinger. So,
So the question is,
The-
is what resource am I buying?
I mean, anything really. We only have one of each, so anything would help.
I think because I latched onto the Wi-Fi thing earlier and saw that there was 10, 10, 10, 10. I was like, oh. So, like, if that's 10 and you only start with 10, it must replenish quickly, right?
No, yours is 5, 10, 10, 15.
No, I
Mhm.
know she does, but I'm just thinking about how I ended up where I was.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, and also the 2 5s were misleading. I really do genuinely feel like if I had 10 coins in front of me, I would not have just given 10 coins away whilst there was only 2 5s. I was like, well, those will come back.
Now it's my fault.
No, I'm trying to give myself grace, but also being a bit of a dumbass.
I mean, I don't want to spend all my money on this.
We don't have to. I mean, you could also spend 5 coins and just reveal open spot. Now that we have 2 things coming.
Oh, so we only have one open spot?
Mm-hmm. And then you get whatever benefits on the underside of whichever one
Oh.
open.
I like that selfishly.
So which one would you like to take?
Okay, I'm guessing that's going to be our fishing ground. Because that makes sense.
Okay.
Am I really going to build a chapel? That feels a bit counterproductive.
Feels like it goes against your character.
Yeah. We'll put it on the edge. Maybe there's a...
So what you got under there?
The French is.
That's hilarious. Blow the mic out. That's hilarious. That's unfortunate. Christ.
Oh god. Oh god, that was rich.
Farmers out there just days. Oh hey, look here. All right, badass. Where would you like to go?
Anywhere the farmer is not.
She's gonna burn down my damn field.
Oh no, why did that happen? Just kidding. It is fine when it's not happening to you.
I'm laughing more about how bad this is. Like,
Not laughing at you.
no. Because if it were me, I'd be screaming, but it'd be like funny screaming. But because it's you, it's screaming, laughing.
It reminds me of the audio of that girl who's on Smosh or BuzzFeed or something like that. And she's like, "That's not fair. How come she?" I got calmed down.
Yeah. Yep.
All right.
Oh my god, that was
That is hilarious.
that was hilarious. Oh look, $10.
Just turned over some dirt.
No, I think you found the coin purse I chucked earlier.
Must have.
I found the $10 resource you just threw at us.
All right.
So what are we doing?
I think I've got to at least try one more time to get a dollar. So.
You going for money?
Yep. No, I wasn't gonna tell this story, but
Here we are.
Here
At
we
rock
are.
bottom.
Here we are, rock bottom. So I had a friend come visit me when I was living in London, and I was being accosted coming out of the tube station with my friend in tow who had never been to London before. And there's always going to be people who are like, money, 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 you know.
Mhm.
These people were in matching t-shirts, and they were like, would you like to help stop stab victims from being able to, like, not go to school? It was like 3 different specific things.
Have you been stabbed? No. Yes. You can't go here.
It was like... It was, I kid you not, it was like better education for stab victims. It was like something because there's a lot of...
Avoid the pointy end?
It was so strange. I'd seen these people before, and I was like, I don't doubt you're a real thing, but no, I don't have any money
I
on
do.
me.
I definitely do.
And I was with my friend who was like, I should give them some money. I said, no, you're okay, you're a guy. I said, I've got some coins here for you. That was literally the word I used, coins, because I was referencing that I've got like a British pound. Like, I'll give you $1. I'll give you $2 maybe, but I'm not gonna give you like a 10-pound note or anything like that. My friend was like, oh, this is legit. Opened her wallet and handed over a 20-pound note. And I was like, and it was too late, so we walked away, and my friend asked me, and they're like, well, that was so cheap of you to, like, just give, like you said coins, that was so pathetic, I didn't want them to feel like we didn't care, and I was like, no, the coins was the deal to get out of there, you then threw it, the coins, what is that dollar? Gave away 25 US dollars, and that was all the cash you had for today.
Oh my lord.
She was just coming off the tube, and then
So you do know what it's like to be me.
I do know what it's like to be you.
It's
So
just
we're all
funny.
throwing our money away.
It's all just funny.
Alright. So what character action?
By the
am
way, that is
I
my like
doing?
deep belly laugh. Is that like
Oh yeah.
high pitched screech that comes out of nowhere? Oh god.
I'm going to do the trap action. So I'm gonna get a trap. And then here, I'm gonna get rid of this to get 4 coin. Okay. What are you? What you doing?
You with the green board.
All right. So we're in the daytime, yeah.
Yeah,
Down
your,
the town.
your
So do
character
my
action now.
character action.
Your character action.
So I can only do blue actions.
Mm-hmm.
So I can tend or harvest because it's hap.
Yep.
Excuse me.
Correctamundo. Harvest / clear.
So you're saying I'm basically the best? Noted. I done tended that.
Okay. Over to the inn. How we do, inn?
Let's buy something.
All right. Let's add to this joint.
It won't even matter on this turn.
Stop
but
it.
it's okay.
What are we buying?
I'd like to buy a table
Okay.
For how
Place
much?
your tableau.
for 8.
Hey, they can't take what you don't have.
They can't have what you don't take.
So they can't take any more money.
It's true. That's what bankruptcy is.
Sure.
And that's how our president runs the country.
Yep.
That's how it runs his life.
I think there's some rule about how the table has to be next to something, so.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, you can put it
The
anywhere.
no, there was definitely something about the feng shui of it.
Mm-hmm.
It said,
not for the
oh,
table.
because that makes sense for when you improve.
Well, I'll put it by the
Door.
put it by the door.
Alrighty.
So wait, is there a scenario where her whole board is covered in furniture?
Possibly.
Whoa.
Then you do have a worker, so you could do a worker action as well,
Okay.
if you would so choose. Gotta be in the blue.
Yeah. I'm still looking at this book after all.
That's why they have it.
Pampered and Improved.
Board and I literally pass the rulebook back and forth for new games that Lauren does are playing. Someone's having
That's
fun
such
out
a
there.
niche problem that I just try. It's like you can move that there to make it. I'm like, yeah, that's a problem for when I have money. Let's do pamper, I guess. Okay, and then I can get one person in there.
Yeah.
And it can be anyone, even at mismatched furniture. I think, right? Okay. You two won't matter. You won't matter. You won't matter. You are the only one that can stay. Alright, Shantae, you stay. That one I don't want. That one I don't want. Okay, this one. I'm gonna put you by the door. No, I'm gonna put you by one of the tables. Table at a table. There you go. Even though you don't have to. Alright, there we go.
Okay. Character, worker, blah, blah, blah. So pull people back. And you have to refresh your farm. I believe that's all you're doing, right? Replenish crop market, yep. You want to move your worker back to your well. It stays with the 1. And then, oh, you shader.
As if it would help me in any way, shape, or form right now. Ah! Why do I... Oh, is it slanted?
On the edges.
Oh, that would be fine.
There you go. All right. And accommodate.
Right, well, you can go to the window.
The walls.
Okay, alright. Bar guy +1 guest. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Then you could potentially see
And
them,
then-
so it could give you money. You
Yeah.
could pull a door or a table.
You draw.
So you can't seat these people by the things you already have?
Because they have the extra little dots on them.
So you can't seat them either?
No, because it's already taken and there's a dot. So can't do that. But no penalty. Farmer can't go to a table because there has to be a chef there. No penalty. And wants to go to a door. Can't do that because there's a chef there. No penalty.
Nice. All right, not bad.
There we go.
Cool. You held on to your money. Woo! Okay. Get rid of your
I'm learning.
people and weather.
It's only funny because you did it to yourself.
Hey, we have our.
If you just had bad luck, it wouldn't be that funny. You'd be like, oh, that really sucks.
So here we have a couple things happening. So determine weather. So it's cloudy out. We check the season effect. There is a season effect. So we have cloud, sun, cloud. So all of these increase by 1, which means this one's built.
Whoa!
Chapel's out. So the fishing grounds, that means that we get another sprite die down there. And then you want to put this up here, you said?
Yeah, that'd be pretty.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we are up there. So this means
When you go to fishing ground.
a thing. So do something or spend a coin to get something.
I'm just spending a coin to get something, man.
It looks like
Oh,
you
no.
re-roll an orange or a blue die.
Let's just see. Fishing ground.
Oh no, it's cloudy. Does that mean you're gonna have people?
Nope, this is the same.
Just a normal day.
Okay, so
Zero sum game.
do not perform a character action this game day. You may lose 1 income, or yeah, you may lose 1 income or production to gain 1 culture or food. That's not what that is, which means I definitely place that. Is that a newer one for friends and family? It is, okay. I bet. I forgot that that was one that switched over. Perform a socialize action with any friend on the friendship board. There are no friends yet. You may spend 1 coin to reroll all allocated workers once. Interesting.
So until we have the friends, we can just use the rolling app skill.
Yep. Yeah, so allocated workers.
So that means the ones in your well, you can re-roll. So if you only have 1 left, you can re-roll and potentially get more back.
Allocated, I believe, which means no, I guess it would have to be in your well because they wouldn't be here yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah.
Ooh, Thursday.
Sir. So dumb. We have an event.
He thinks everything I do is so dumb, but yet here we are 2 years later.
Doesn't mean I'm not wrong.
Doesn't mean you're
Rock golems. Rock golems are rumored to live in the caves and ravines. Strange rock formations are an indication that rock golems have been at work. While exploring the hills, rock golems appear behind your group. They wordlessly watch you build rock cairns, observing how you work together as a team. If the current value of all sprites is greater than villagers, it's not. It's tied. Because you have 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, that's 5. So it's not. We would do that. Otherwise, set this card aside. Shuffle in blah blah blah. Oh, otherwise shuffle in event card 52. So we're gonna get 52 instead of 53. 52. 52. Set this card aside. When you have resolved events 4 through 7, shuffle in event 8. Shuffle adventures 11 through 20 into the adventure deck. Okay, so this gets set aside until we resolve 4 through 7. And then right now we shuffle in adventures 11 through 20.
Remember when I fed Vera a cantaloupe? And
She almost choked.
she almost choked him. She spit it out.
And then we cut it in half.
And then we were back.
Bovey, Bovey.
Where's your ball? Go get it.
Shuffle, okay. I'll work on that in a moment. I will find those and do that in a moment. Jennifer, how about we don't throw the ball, please? You have terrible aim, you're gonna hit the camera. Okay.
Used my legal name.
Alright, so I'm gonna do an expedition today, so figure out your town actions.
Okay.
I'm gonna buy some workers. Is that okay?
Go for it.
I figured.
Yeah.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
That helps. I'm gonna.
And I think I just want more money, so a long house for me. Thank you.
Did you buy your workers?
I'm buying to the 2 workers, so I would like 5 points back, please. And then, can I buy 1 of each?
Mm-hmm.
Shit, fuck.
Why are you shit fucking?
You don't know nothing about me.
I don't know nothing about you.
You don't know nothing.
And this should shuffle all those adventure cards, huh? Figure that out some other time. These do, however, get shuffled into the adventure deck. This says to keep aside here. So we get 4 through 7 complete. It says to do the thing. Adventure deck is growing. Okay. This. I'm catching up. Don't worry. I'm getting there. Hang in there. 2 more turns. Okay. Expedition. I'm going to do a short expedition
Short one, you say?
instead of the light one. So I need to put out 1 1er and 2 2ers. Oh, glad I can take the backpack. Nice. 1 and 2. All right, so
do we have enough rounds for you to have all those?
yeah, so we have this one, and then we have 2 more left.
Oh, exactly
okay.
enough time.
That's why I waited. I was like, oh, let me prepare 1 more time, and then I can do that.
Gotcha.
So I'm definitely gonna take the backpack. Definitely take a hatchet, a trap, and a compass, and one of those, because I can take 5 items. So why not? So you go 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Let's do this. And we'll put you back there. Okay. Then this is where I will end up starting, which I might as well just do right now. Okay, so I have the backpack. If I cash it in, don't know what that circle means. Restock. Restock. The ranger exchanges any number of item cards from their inventory with the same number of item cards from their stock, adding them to the right of their. Nope. That's dumb.
That's fine. It's like, aren't
Oh no.
I? Oh God, I'm so sorry.
I literally just watched you fall asleep.
Oh no. We'll make it quick.
You want coffee? Do you need coffee?
For coffee.
Because
Let's
like
just fall
after
asleep
you
on the way
leave,
home.
you have to get into a car. So that's what I'm questioning.
I'll take an espresso shot.
That's if I have.
No.
Espresso, the same way you make your latte, just
No milk?
no milk, yeah. And you can all, yeah.
Okay. Do you want anything in your espresso shot, or do you just want the toxic sludge bean juice?
Well, I don't want you to have to stay in the kitchen any longer than you need to.
It's
Just fine.
okay.
We'll go to you after.
Just espresso and milk would be fine, thank you.
So I don't have anybody in my thing, so that I can't do either. And I don't have target practice, so I don't get meat, but I have to get rid of something. So I will get rid of this. Cool, that's an epic failure. Over to you for your character action.
Well, I keep obviously forgetting to even do this, so
That's fine.
It's happening all at the same time. It's cloudy, so that is nothing gained, nothing
No
lost
extra,
at
yeah.
6.
What do you normally use to make a latte? Just use the what do you normally use?
Threw her off when I said espresso. I should have just said latte, but I didn't want her to be in there longer than she.
All you do is just brew the normal one you brew, but don't do milk or anything on the steam.
Mix it cold. Okay. All right. I went into town and I got $1, and now I need to perform a character action. So I will do. Let's see, can I do you? I can do you. And don't have enough money to do that. I can do you.
Oh, nice.
And do that. Okay, cool. So I will do a normal action, correct? Yes.
Yep. So your character action first.
Put it right there. And then I want to do another character. Wait. Sorry.
No. So your normal action isn't placing the one that can go there. That'll happen at the end of the round.
Okay.
So if you're gonna do the normal action of pamper, you're gonna put somebody somewhere
Okay.
that what you wouldn't normally be able to put out.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. So save your window and your door, obviously, but you have 2 tables that
Mm-hmm.
can't be used by anyone. So yeah.
So here's table at a table. That typically wouldn't work because it needs a stage, but that's
Right.
There we go. Thank you. Can't believe I started falling asleep.
But no, happens to me when I'm watching a movie all the time. And then you have your worker, so you take that down to the blank side
There we
and put
go.
it there.
Yeah.
Then you can put another person out at your other table that you wouldn't normally be able to do.
Yes, thank you.
And you get more money!
Oh, wait, hold on. I want to do the one. Wait, the window guy, we said yes. That guy said yes. That guy said yes. I'll do you at there. Okay, and then you already handed it to
Yeah,
me.
just give it to you.
Okay, perfect.
Good deal.
And then that gets given back to you, or
Yeah, we
leave it
will.
there till the end of the turn.
Yeah, then once we roll, we'll re-roll it.
Okay. Cool.
Then we're
cool,
just waiting on Jen. Jen, did you know what you wanted to do?
I got 2 peoples, right? Plus my own action.
Mm-hmm.
cool.
You can
Could,
finish your espresso. Okay, they just beeped at you.
I want my action to be.
Your butt is the only thing in this right now. So it's like, just go finish your espresso and then
it's not a bad butt. It's a pretty good one.
I don't want her to break the stream again with her axe.
What other coaster do you have over there? I have Tortuga and Salem.
So we have Bristol.
Mm-hmm. Oh, guys, look at Bristol.
It's for the things that Board was looking at last night.
Mm-hmm.
The games are on the bookcase up there.
Mm-hmm.
So each one came with a nice wooden coaster as well. They're all little party games you can play with
Yeah.
4 to 10 people.
Mm-hmm.
So they have to do with I think Bristol is the Black Plague, I believe, getting out before you get sick. Tortuga is obviously a pirate one.
Salem's witches.
Salem's Witches.
Witches.
There's the Hollywood one as well, which is about propaganda. So you have some people who are aligned with communists, people who are aligned with America, I guess. Yeah, very interesting.
Yeah. Killer. Yeah.
You're already back up to 6 coins.
Yeah, look at me.
I put in my grandma's little cappuccino cups.
All right, Bombastic is returned. All right, my dear.
Alright, and I'm on. So I can do a blue or a orange.
Yes, because
Action?
you took one of each, so you could technically do either one.
This is delicious. Thank you.
You're very, very welcome. Mm. Mm.
When do I clear land?
When you do this action, you can do the clear
Got it.
option.
Okay. So I'm gonna harvest this first.
That's your character action to harvest, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so how many
So-
coins?
4. If I give you this
Yep,
normally, you
sounds
give
good.
me a 5.
There we are. Okay, and then you have your...
Workers.
Mm-hmm.
So then we got 1
So you do a little tending.
and
Ooh.
harvest. They're gonna tend this. Oh shit. How the fuck was that arranged?
No, I think.
No, that's not right. Because these had to be connected.
Yeah, no, I thought it was the way you did it. Like it's like an upside down T.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So tended that.
Wait, wasn't this just connected there?
Mm-hmm.
This has to stay connected to the same field.
It has to stay connected.
Yeah, same field and then one spot can be connected. So I mean, if you want to change the orientation, then you probably have to clear something to make room for it.
I still have to tend something.
But you have to tend first. You can clear it first and then you can tend. It's fine.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I think this one's getting in the way.
Okay.
So do I have to pay the 4? Or is that just my action?
Nope, pay the 4.
Should this like get burned at the stake or
Just
something?
goes to the side for now.
Okay.
Okay, and now you can do your tend.
Now I can do my 10.
Mm-hmm.
Is that okay?
Yeah, it has to just stay part of the same field, and then it has to at least touch one spot that it was touching previously.
So basically, I harvested that to pay to remove that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not bad then.
Cyclical nature.
Okay. Cool. All right. Return the peeps. There you go. There you go. You refresh your market. You don't need to. So just over here to playtime at the end.
Host guests, you get to go to a window. There you go. You get to go to a door. Oh, I have 2 doors that can both work, but only one door in the room. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe.
I'm going. So you're stacking up the pennies.
Alrighty. Flip. No penalty. Flip. Another guest.
Wait, they'll put them out. So what's the penalty?
A window that cannot be seated at. But no penalty.
Nice.
There we go.
All right.
Okay. Woo-hoo. Yeah, good job, team.
So is it beneficial for you to have a bunch of ones?
Well, she just said it made her spend her money more wisely, so that's why I've been giving her ones. All right,
This is how much you have, badass.
here we
No
go.
more, no less.
Yeah,
There's no buying on
another-
credit in this game.
No.
Another cloudy day. So nothing happens up there. Nothing happens for you. Nothing happens for you. We have an event, though. Another one. 52. Story support. The town continues its development, with several projects taking place. Almost every development draws the attention of the rock golems, who stand to the side, commenting and instructing. Make taller. More door. Paint roof ellow. Add another chimney. It doesn't seem like they're helping much. But despite that, the work goes faster, and the workers enjoy the camaraderie.
Yay.
So we increased this. I said that there are no buildings, and we increased our construction cube. We're good.
A
So-
chapel.
The chapel has been made, so we get that little guy.
After all this time.
We get another one of these. And now we have the chapel. There we are. Oh, Clovi, Bakity Bakity. Have 4. No, none of those. Clovey. Little girl.
Mhm.
Excuse me. Oh, there's a dog barking out there. I just want to make sure that means, I think it means, yeah, spread diet town. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. All right,
Well,
into another day. So I have to be on my expedition still. So where would y'all like to go in town? Or you had to pull your people out, but you could do that.
Wait, what?
You have to welcome your guests.
Oh, yes. Pull your people out of the bag meeting.
Yeah.
The-
Yeah, pee-pee.
and it's cloudy.
Yeah, pull your pee-pee out.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
What is it you say?
Nothing. Where would you like to go, Bombastic? We got one more turn left after this. One more round.
I want to do something to help build. How can I help build?
Well, we have to see. Do we have anything here? No. No. Oh, the cotton mill doesn't cost anything. So yeah, that is something that. Oh, it's an event card. Never mind. So no. 1, 2, 1. So no, need the bakery before you build a delicatessen. I just like put these in the order of like their actual like hierarchy.
Mm-hmm.
The delicatessen for that. Alright, good. It's fine. Don't have enough resources yet to do.
So what do I need to donate to get more resources?
We need one more of these, and then we can look to turn our longhouse into a general store. But that, I don't know if that's entirely worth it right now.
Dave and I were rehearsing outdoors, Nick, or
Mhm.
Bob, and 2 helicopters came up at the exact same time and then split off. It was
Weird.
quite funny.
It was very loud. It was very difficult for me to hear.
Yes.
My back got eaten up by the mosquitoes.
Oh, so when you're not busy getting
Those?
splinters out there, you're busy getting eaten alive.
Spend
Yeah.
2 and penny to get any now.
I
Literally.
spill my blood for this
Yeah, I was
show.
gonna say you've given your blood, sweat, and tears now.
I would. So I think instead of trying
I
to
haven't
put
cried
in,
yet, actually.
Really?
I mean, I've cried
just
like
make us
watching you
cry?
guys perform, but like I haven't cried like stress cried or anything like that about stuff.
instead of putting something into the queue, I would do this and like clear out some stuff.
I know. I will improve.
No, it replaces it. Some don't replace it.
Okay.
So I was looking at. Okay, so we would keep the longhouse. It wouldn't replace it. Got it. Cool.
All right, so I'm at the Wi-Fi.
So which one do you want to flip?
12. Don't I pay $5 first?
What'd you get?
What do I mean?
Whatever that means.
It looks like the
I
friends
think
and
it's gonna
family
be. I
card.
think it's gonna be any one of these.
Oh.
Any resource. So we gain any one resource.
You said we needed this one?
Yeah, that's one of them.
What's the most expensive one? That way I don't have to pay for it.
I mean, it's different for each of us. So this costs 15 for me. It costs
Cost-
10 for you. It costs 10 for her, I think.
What's your most
Everything
expensive?
everything is 10, 10, 10, 10.
The pottery is 15 for me. What about you?
10 for me.
Okay. So either the hat or the pottery looks to be the most expensive across all of us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think this as well. I think this should be like gold bars or something.
All right. I was gonna say, what are each of those things?
Each of those things.
Or rather, what's the orange
So I'm looking for-
hat or the red
So
pottery?
yeah, so we have income, production, food, and culture. So you can improve income or culture. Or you can do any of them, but one of those two would be most beneficial.
I think income across the board would help everyone.
There we go. And you, badass, where would you like to go today onto the town?
Maybe you can get more workers. Or are
Oh,
you
this
saving
guy
up
goes
for
back,
another
actually.
item?
Sorry.
There we go.
Are you saving up for another item?
I guess I could get another. It doesn't have. We have one more round after this round, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And it'll stay on there. Like these will get saved in their state. So
I
whoever
was
plays
gonna
this
say.
again as the innkeeper will pick up where you left off.
I was gonna say how so you screwed over everything.
No.
How much for the chef?
Oh, I think he's like 20. 12. That's not too bad, but
You're almost there. That's
8.
3, 4, 5, 6.
8.
Okay. I could get another window for 8.
You have 2. You keep getting 2 window people.
Yeah. Okay.
Because then also you could throw a party with the window people.
Mm-hmm.
Or no,
Later
I'm already
on.
there. Damn it.
Yeah, let's do. And then.
Or
Because
sorry,
we
door
decided
people I was talking
the
about. not
bar
windows.
doesn't help me, does it? Until I have enough money to have parties at them.
How much is your door?
The door is 12.
That's also 12.
Is also. Oh no, the door is 10.
That's it, because you have 2 doors you keep having, not 2 windows.
Yeah.
I mean, if you go to the fishing ground, you can get a coin and
That
re-roll.
you pay a coin to reroll.
Oh.
This is where you get the coin.
Oh.
Which, I mean, what do you, let's see. Got a coin that puts you at
Tell you-
9.
Yeah, I'll do that,
Hmm.
and then I'll be at 9, and then whoever inherits this is at a zero-sum game rather than a negative-sum game. You know what I mean?
I'm thinking for you.
Okay, please think for me.
So you spend 2, that brings you down to 6.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have this.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be able to place 1 person
Mm-hmm.
and just 1 person, right?
Yeah, right now I have.
Which is 1 coin. So then you could do 2 Pampers, which would give you 2 more coins. So you're probably better off doing this, because if you do this, you're gonna end up with
Mm-hmm.
maybe. Because here you get the 1.
Mm-hmm.
Then you'll get another one. Should be 2. Yeah. So this means you'll end at most a net plus 2
Mm-hmm.
coins.
Yeah.
Where here you spend the 2.
Mm-hmm.
You could take this blue sprite,
Mm-hmm.
and then you do 2 Pampers, and you'll finish at a net plus 1. But you'll have this to help you out later on.
Okay. Okay. Let's do that. So here's 2. Right?
Yeah.
And then I have 3 picks. Okay.
Okay, so let's. We're going to my expedition here before we move on to Vigilia. Yep. Is it sunny? No. Is action number 1? No. Do I want to? Is movement number 2? Oh, so do I want to spend axe to do that? No. If I don't, then I'll be able to swap some stuff. Do that. No
Right.
footsies.
I didn't do anything.
No, I don't have any footsies.
Oh.
It's not me.
I didn't do that.
Little boy in the Polar Express. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Oh, he's on like a video.
Alright.
It's a videotape of
So
all
I'm
the
not gonna
naughty
do
kids in
it.
the world.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to cash it in, which allows me to do
I've
the
heard street
swap action.
I like it though.
So I'm going to put you at the back side here. So no, no. But then here, because there I get another map for being prepared.
Be prepared.
I don't want to cash it in for wood.
Yes, our teeth and
No.
ambitions are bad. Be
Okay.
prepared.
Farmer John, what are you doing?
As my action.
As your character action.
What's worth more? 4. Oh, same diff.
It's probably based on how many plants are on there. So the 5's worth 5, the 4's are worth 4. Alright, so you did a 10 as your character. Would you like to use your workers at all?
Yeah.
That goes down to a 1. That goes down to a 2. Did you use them last time? Used them both, right? So actually, so this was already at a 2, so that's at a 1. Because it can't go higher than 3. That means that's at 0 now, because that would have been at 1. You didn't lower them last time, you just put them in their spots.
Oh, okay. So harvest these.
Nice. 4.
5. Bitch.
It is 5. Mm-hmm.
I don't buy a fucking cow.
Can buy a moo cow, huh?
Yeah.
Nice.
Knock knock.
Oh dear.
Interrupting cow.
Mm.
Oh, ruined it.
Okay.
Where'd you like to put your mooer? Okay.
Wait.
You can literally put them anywhere.
I know, they just need to be adjacent. So that way I can have other cows.
No, you just have to have a cow next to another cow.
They don't have to
breed.
be they don't have to be between plants and cows?
No. They can go anywhere. Yeah.
Pasture.
Pasture. Gonna put it out to pasture?
No, I'm just gonna let it be.
All right.
All right.
Wait,
Over to the
I gave you a 5. Cow only costs 3.
Bye. Didn't know.
Just 'cause I'm a farmer.
All right, in.
I can count.
Yes.
What's it looking like?
We will
We will rock you.
do one on its own that can't go where it normally goes, right?
No, that stays at 1. You don't
Right.
lower it now.
But
You lower it when
these
you
will
put
be
it in.
saved for later. So we're
No, I
gonna
got it.
we're going to pamper.
There's 1.
We're going to pamper.
And so the second pamper is using this, so that'll
Yep.
be
Goes
put to
down
a
to
2.
Okay.
That's what.
It was at 3.
I know.
Oh, I'm in the wrong spot. Thank
Yeah,
you. Not
yeah.
repair, but pamper. Well, there you go. I wish it was. No, that's fine. Okay, and then the one I can do
Which will come.
later. That's right. That's
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
end of the night. Okay.
Yeah.
That's my character action then.
Okay, so you got your 2 coins. Dip both of those. Now's where we do the return and all the fun stuff. Turn. So you don't need to reset your market doll. You're good. So then we're just right over. Then 2. Oh yeah. Got it. Nice. There you go.
Yeah, buddy. 2. All right. So let's put you by a door.
Hold the door.
And 1 for that. And then I don't have another door you can go to. I don't have a table for you, and I don't have a bar for you. So let's see how we did. 1 more on the back.
Might get a window. Might be good.
That one feels good. No, is a bar.
Oh.
Flip it.
Another
person.
one.
Another opportunity.
Another one.
A door. Flip.
A door. A
But
door.
no penalty.
Female
Farmer,
door.
no penalty. Bar, no penalty.
Nice. All right.
The more you play this game, the more you're able to learn what ones do and don't. I don't know if that's like, well, it's not even
It's like
card
return
counting. It's not
customer.
even card, yeah. But I'm like, is it really card counting if there's only 12 and you can do it over and over and over
No,
again?
it's like return customers. You learn to understand, okay, what they prefer and what they like.
Gotcha.
And,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Okay. So then we're going to clean up and prepare for the next and last. Let's see what we have for weather. Last rainy day. Cloud, rain. Nope. No pattern.
Yay.
No event.
Nothing for me.
Nothing. Just straight rain. I'll be on my expedition, obviously. So make sure you pull out your people. And then Bombastic, where would you like to go in town?
Oh, is it okay if I go to the worker depot?
Yeah.
Gonna buy some people. What would you like to buy?
I'm gonna buy, because I want my guy to harvest. I'm gonna buy an orange so that I can buy more cows.
Go. Where would you like to go?
I would like to. I can get away with it. Yeah, I'll go back to what my original goal was. Let's go to the log house. Give me 1 coin.
Una.
We are back to where we started. I love it. I really do.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
I fought back. You know.
Made it. All right, last day on the exposition. Wrong. Exposition. Last day in the exposition. Let me explain myself. Okay. If I trash you, I will get map, and I can rearrange some stuff, which is good because I can put you in last place.
Oh no, what?
Is there a card
Don't
that
wanna do
says
that.
put bombastic on? But because it almost said I could put you in last place, but since you were the last person who called, it sounded like I can put you in last place. I'm like, what kind of a card did you just flip?
Yes, I'll do that. So it gets me the map, and then it allows me to also rearrange. So I'm going to move this to the end. Okay, so number 2, I do have this. I'm not going to cash it in, which means I do take damage. So I gotta get rid of a card. So I'm gonna get rid of the map. Change the orientation of everything. Okay. Oh, then yeah, that's not gonna work anyway. So actually, I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna have that then. So it doesn't really matter.
Oh, I totally just realized what one of these
I guess
means.
it does. So no, all right. Son of a biscuit eating bulldog. So nothing for this encounter, and then this one I'm no longer prepared for. So I'm not gonna cash it. I'm gonna hold on to my trap. Then his expedition. Oh, it's a rainy day actually. What does that mean? What does that mean? Am I screwed even more?
Is she?
Are you planning?
She's planning.
Lose a good. The ranger removes a good of their choice from their inventory. If able, the removed good is placed on its deck. The ranger cannot remove a good, and their inventory has no cards. They're exhausted. Oh, so goods and items and goods. I guess those are different by the way they're saying it. Does that make sense?
Because they're using a different word, or because they're phrasing it differently?
I guess items are everything. Goods and tools are different. It shows you up front here. Yep. Son of So what did I have? Did I have this to begin with? No. I didn't have any goods to begin with. So then, does that mean we don't have any goods for that? Raider cannot remove any good, and their inventory has their cards. They are exhausted. Okay, so I'm fine. So I don't get rid of any of the goods, so everything happens the way it did. Okay, we're good. So he's back, which means I now get to do free one of these.
Oh. Wow. That's good.
Okay. And you, bombastic.
My person is gonna plant these strawberries,
The straw bubbles.
and then my worker is going to tend these potatoes. And then, sorry, that makes it a 0. And this worker is gonna buy another cow to be with this cow. So they can be cow friends.
Cow friends. Cow pals.
And that costs
Cow pie.
3. So can you give me back 7 points, please?
Ooh.
So now the next person who plays has 1, 2, 3 things they can instantly
Flip.
they
Or
can harvest, and then
get
they have
money.
all that money.
Yeah. Look at you.
And then there's still one thing that they could tend even if they don't have anything, if they're not able to harvest.
So really, depending on how they want to play the game, it's you
Mhm.
set them up for success.
Yeah.
And the cows, I think the cows can breed on the next turn.
If
So
you do,
they
you
can
could
also get a
do
free cow.
the same action, and you get a free cow instead of having to pay for it. Yeah. As long as they're not. You do the same thing that you do to typically buy the cow, but instead of paying coins, they're breeding. So yeah, one would poop out next to him.
Yeah. So I've given them an opportunity to have a third cow, to
Have a cow.
harvest 12 coins.
4, 8, 12, yeah.
And then the cows are used for the equipment to help you do extra actions as well once you put the equipment out.
Sweet.
I think like on these.
Yeah.
see.
Well, because all
Whatever
these
you
equipment
can.
things are like 15, 20, 30. Like, they're really expensive.
Yeah, like this says whenever you tend, you get to tend 2 more crops.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever you do the 1 tend action, essentially you get 3 for the price of 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or
I
you
was
have
just
to pay the
focusing
money and the cow.
on creating
Yep.
a
good.
foundation.
Okay, cool.
Alrighty. And you're good. So then, last up over here, the inn.
The inn for my character action.
Yep, character action fast.
Yep. Let's
So this can
do.
be taken out.
Oh, but it still exists, right?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. So if you're, I actually might do really well on this one. We'll see. All right. So you can, not you, because I know the farmer won't complain because you're such a good friend. And that is the only one I can use. This might actually be a guaranteed increase in money. Okay. So pamper, coin. Thank you. Now down to 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pamper. 1.
Nice.
And then can I flip it one more time?
No,
No.
1 per turn.
Okay. That's the end of my character action then.
Okay, so then we would go to all the cleanup stuff. So you're going to refresh your market. And then you will do your housing.
How's you there? Coin. Okay. Flip. No penalty. Flip. No penalty.
Nice.
Hey, that was just luck.
All right.
Was.
That was just luck, not card counting.
So
No. That one I thought I would be able to place it because I thought I had 2 sprites.
Oh, got it.
So I didn't actually know what the other side of that one was, but I did card count the farmer, not this one.
Got it.
So we've officially reached the end of the season. So both of you are going to have some end of the season effects that you'll have to resolve. But first, we're going to do in order based on the book here. So resolve end of season actions. So we have 1 on the board, which is the chapel. Let's see. Boop. Yep, there we go. So the chapel here has a little calendar, which means end of season. So we get a culture.
Yay! Look at that. We all moved that stuff up.
Yeah. Okay. We resolve goal cards. So we do have a goal card that has our 3 markers on it. And it said each character must trigger at least 1 building action. We each did. So if we're doing it, we gain any 1 resource, and we're going to shuffle goal EH2 into the deck. So which resource do we want?
What are their labels again?
Income, culture, food, and it's like production.
Well, culture is going to go up even if we do nothing at the end of the next season because that's what it does. So
the buildings there.
the buildings there. I feel like production or food makes the most sense.
I'd say food.
Food.
Food goes up by 1. And we're going to think for the goal cards. We're going to choose 2 new ones now. After success specific. Achievement goal provides did that. Sorry, I'm trying to read it, but I'm reading it in chunks. Resolve a goal card, shuffle, draw 2 cards. Yep. Okay, so we're gonna draw 2 of these and choose what we want. Potentially the next one to be for next time display. So we have 1 and 2. So we have each character must have one skill
Okay.
as a potential goal. So again, that's these down on the side here. Or each character must trigger at least 2 building actions.
Okay. That
think-
feels like a natural progression of things.
I mean, my skills are pretty hard to get
Okay. You can
because
say
I
that
have
one.
to have so many things. What about you guys?
My cheapest skill is 15, but my most expensive one is 40.
Yeah, I have to have like so many things on my.
Yeah. I'd say if we do, because this one was
This one,
everyone
well,
must
you can-
trigger 1 building action.
Already get. That's when you have to get 2 things for. That one you have to get 2 things for.
I have to get
This one you have to get
2
1.
plus.
Yeah,
2
yeah.
plus.
Yeah, so you already-
2
you already
plus.
have-
This is one of each.
Yeah, you already have 1, so you just need 2 tiles. So you just need one strawberry, 1 more of those. Tended.
What about your skills? Are they hard or easy?
Boom. Mine are pretty easy. It just cost me, the first level ones is $5 and then 1 of the goods on there. So either or is fine. Can rock with the 2 building actions. I think that's easy enough to start.
I think that if our goal if our overall thing was to each trigger 1 building action this time, and look at how much time we had left after the final person triggered it,
Mhm.
that doing it twice is fully achievable.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It says to reset the weather deck, so you're just gonna take all the weather cards and shuffle them together.
Did you select our? Did you put the building goal?
Yeah, put it on top.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, it's on the top. So that's the weather for next time.
Oh, fun.
It's really fun. Regrow forest. So the magic of Mythwind Valley causes the forest to regrow rapidly. During this step, forest cards are added to the town board. Players ignore this step at the end of the first season. Okay. So typically what you would do based on number of players is you take number of cards. So for our player count, we would take 2, and then we put them on the board, essentially covering up buildings. We have to
What about
remove-
empty spots?
You can also cover up empty spots.
Okay.
And then you have to just remove them to be able to use the building or access the spot again. So we don't have to worry about that. Change character is optional. We're not doing the change character right now. So then for you, yours at the end of the season for the farmer, which is the character upkeep, is overgrowth. So to resolve overgrowth step, the farmer chooses a number of worker dice from the tower according to the season as follows. So it's spring, so it says you're choosing 0 worker dice right now. Cool. What you would do is you would roll the dice and place a number of random untamed land tokens back onto the farmland. Essentially, the weeds are growing, so then you have to reweed. So you don't have to. It's spring. In the summer, you'd roll 1. The fall, you roll 1. The winter, you would roll 2.
Got it.
So you are fine. Then you have something in the character upkeep section near the back of the book there. Or a little more. It's going to have like savings, it'll have skill explanation. It'll say character upkeep.
Oh,
End of
this
season.
is what worried me. Was I have to do like I have to upkeep my inn.
So what to say? Yeah.
All right. Resolve end of season actions. We did that, correct?
Yep.
Mhm.
We reserved. Yep, because we did the gold cards. We did the weather deck. It's ready for next time. Change season tile. We already did that.
I will do that right now.
Okay, so that
Right,
next time.
continue on.
Spring into summer. Resolve character upkeep. Character upkeep. During characters upkeep, they may resolve accommodation damage,
what that
update the
says,
drawback according to the renown, and discard any coins next to the party action. Okay, I definitely want to do that, right? Because that's just sitting there not able to do anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so actually, you're going to end up having to roll 1 die because it's technically going to be summer because this happens with 4.
Okay. So what do I draw?
You're just going to roll 1 of the dice from the tower section.
Any of them?
And 1. So you have to put out, and you only have 1 left anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta just put that out somewhere on the board.
Can you help me with damage accommodations, please?
Yep.
2 pages.
Not for you. No. Whoop. Character upkeep accommodation damage. So one, you don't have any damage accommodations. You're not going to discard any. So you get the damage and accommodation. The innkeeper chooses one accommodation in the inn to damage, flipping it face down.
Okay.
So.
I'll pull all these bad boys out.
Mm-hmm.
So one of your things is damaged.
Or I have to forcibly damage it, apparently.
Yeah, it got damaged, which means you'll have to fix it.
Okay. Well, we need to keep those 3, so let's flip a table.
So I'm gonna say it's gonna cost $8 to fix it.
I think it costs half the amount rounded up. So it
5.
costs. What was it? 8?
Wait, what?
So 4.
4.
Yeah.
Wait, half rounded up.
Because
Oh, because
some may
then
cost
that might
like
be
9 or
15
something.
and then divided by 2.
Exactly.
I gotcha.
So then it says it's for damaging additional accommodations. If your renown level was higher, you damage more, but only the one because of where you're at. You have to update your draw bag, potentially, it says. So upkeep draw bag, innkeeper removes all the guest note tokens in the bag, then they add new guests based on their renown level. You're still at the shit end of the stick, so you just keep the 12 level 1 guests in the bag, and then you discard your party coins. So,
And then what about, and discard this one too, right?
Yep.
Yep. So 9 going into it. So we only,
what's all the extra
we
stuff?
gained, what do you mean?
What was all this stuff?
So 4 to for the damage.
Oh, no, you don't pay that now.
Oh, I don't?
No, that's the next time someone will have to literally do
Like when
this
I have
action to
clear
repair.
shrubbery, if they want to
okay.
access the table, they have to fix
Yeah.
it first.
Oh, okay.
So you'll end up
okay.
having a bunch of coinage.
So, but
Leave
do
it
flip
there,
it
yeah.
over. Flipped over like
Yep.
that.
Yeah.
And then
so they
leave
know
this
it's
here
damaged.
flipped over because there's one more.
Yeah, this will go right here.
It'll go right there. And then that we did
This will go
discard the coin by the party, right?
That would you lowered when we put it there, didn't you?
Nick, yes.
Right, so you don't. So why are you lowering it again? That's why I'm asking you.
Because at the start of the next one, it's lower.
No, you lower it when you put it in, and then you put it as it was back here.
Okay.
You keep going to lower it twice. You've been lowering it once, putting it here, and then lowering it again and putting it there.
Okay.
All right, 13.
There we are.
Mhm.
Okay. And then everything will get packaged up and saved nice and neatly. I'm not going to make you all watch that. But thank you. So those will all stay on there.
I know.
Thank you, Bombastic. Thank you, Badass,
I did my
for
best.
learning. I mean, we're all learning how to play. Like, once we learned, it was much quicker. It's the
Yeah.
first, 3 to 4
Mhm.
turns were like, okay, what are we doing? How do we do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, but a lot of fun. Well, thank you all for joining us here at Baldwin Board Games, where we played Mythwind. We're going to let Badass get some sleep. Some badass sleep.
Badass sleep.
Yeah. But we will see you all at the table.
Bye. Thanks, guys.